Hey everybody, welcome to another night of Warhammer 40K's Dark Heresy. And tonight we got a new player, Dan from Twilight 2000 Zombie War and The Walking Dead. He's a 40K fan too, and welcome him to the game here.
Thank you.
Can't wait to find out how he fits into this crazy hell that we're in. For the streams to come, I'm just gonna get advertiser what we got coming, then I'll hand it over to Karkrib. This Sunday, we got our second episode of Pirate Borg, which was a blast to play, and can't wait to see what happens in that one. Pirate Borg Sunday. Trying to do Mothership next Tuesday, but probably not gonna happen. I can't get the player, so if any of you out there that play Mothership, contact me. I could use you. Got lots of Mothership I want to do. In 2 weeks on the 26th, we start our Walking Dead campaign. And that's going to be 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 26th. And that's it we got on the horizon. And Twilight 2000, we're near the end of that. At least this session anywhere, or this section. They almost made it out of Sweden. And hopefully they can get on a ship and sail to the United States. We'll see. That's coming up in a week and a half, Saturday. And that's it. Let's hand it over to Karkrab.
Hey, glad to be back. Glad to be running another session of Dark Heresy. I think where we left off last time was we had arrived at a long-forgotten manor, deep within this hive structure that the acolytes, or prospective acolytes at this point, have been scurrying through after their initial escape from the slavers that had thrown them into a pit. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Right?
Sounds about right.
So from there, glad to have Dan joining us as always. Looking forward to it. How are we going to work him in? I don't know. I really don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go, as we always do.
I can always come in the drop pod. Boom! I just drop in.
No, that makes no sense, but it'd be funny.
Well, like I said, currently the group finds themselves somewhere inside of a massive hive structure, which is, just this general massive miles high and wide cityscape in the Warhammer 40K universe. And there's somewhere within it, probably within some of the lower down levels that are less regulated, less used, and have again just come upon some kind of house, manor of potentially good repute at some point, but has now fallen to disrepair and is disheveled and whatever the other words for that are. So that's all I've got for right now. Start whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, if I last remember, Tibbs Light sitting against the shattered, broken tree that is dry and rotting, and he's just sitting there in silent depression as he couldn't find any bugs to eat.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else does it. I'm gonna approach the front door and see, is there like a door with a window I can look into?
So I just got this little general scenery map thrown up, but that's kind of a generic idea of what it looks like without obviously the interior lighting. It's a very large Baroque Gothic manor, probably 3 to 4 stories tall, with the big Gothic windows and spires and crenellations, flying buttresses, all that fun architectural stuff. And yes, there's a very large door made out of some metal. It doesn't have any windows on it, but if you were to potentially climb up alongside the walls, there are some windows you could, scrub away and try to peer in from there.
Sure. If nobody else is doing anything, I'll walk over and I'll do that. As I'm doing it, Severus would probably look at the plants or the trees, or are they all gone? You said they were all dried up and stuff, right?
They're dried, and some are in between a state of like petrified to desiccated to the point where, yeah, as Tib leaned on one, he kind of like cracked through it a little bit because all of the moisture had just been drained out of it. Like, they stopped pumping the water into the feeding wells, or just how whatever form of aquaculture was used to grow this way underground. That all has been cut off and rusted shut, or some other thing has happened where it ceased to exist. So now it's very much just like, somebody just turned the spigot off, and it's dry, and it's dark, and it just kind of petrified over time.
Yeah, as he looks over to me, the tree I'm leaning on just breaks forward, and I just fall back on my back.
Yeah, and it's a fairly large, 10, 15 foot tall tree, and it kind of just sags over lightly, like it almost doesn't weigh anything, just because everything has just desiccated, and it's just the basic lignins and cellulose structures that's just whatever's left from no water.
Tibbs' depression was apparently heavier.
I think Severus would be not. I think he would be interested in just kind of looking quickly, sort of glancing at all the plants or the foliage, but he's not too. He's seen plants before. I wonder if like some of the other characters, like maybe Omega's character, maybe I don't know if he's from a high world. I don't know if you've been other places, if your character's been other places, but I think Severus would think like, oh yeah, this is like the house of somebody. If this is somebody's residence, it's somebody's. This is very expensive. This is very extravagant, and to have plants and foliage is something that some people never see in their whole lives. So I'm just going to kind of look at them quickly, but I'm going to try to scoot over to a window and try to brush someone across to look in.
All right, you want to try climbing up?
Oh yeah,
Be fairly easy. +10 if you're just going to do it by yourself.
Yeah, here we go. This is get ready to take some damage here. I'm absolutely terrible at this skill.
Falls on his butt.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I mean, it's not particularly risky or anything, so it's more of just as far as your abilities are, with your disabled mechadendrites and the general fatigue you're feeling at this point, you can't find any good way to scrabble up to one of the windows just by the by.
All right. So you guys see Severus just kind of ungracefully and kind of embarrassingly he slips and falls down.
Would you like some help?
Yes, or perhaps you look a little more suited for this kind of work.
Tib would like a cockroach to eat if he has one to spare.
There might be one inside the thing.
Your chances of finding food out here are very slim, I would say. The foliage is long gone. It hasn't been maintained in a long time.
Tib's too sad. Tib's more used to open air. This is even more suffocating than the city Tib grew up in for like 5 years.
What is pretty sad is the amount of crowns that must have been used to maintain this location. It is a waste of resources. They should have invested that money into machinery, into research and
or better soil.
Let's have a look in this window. Can anyone climb up?
Or
perhaps you should even try the front door. That's probably the easiest way. Just go in.
It's up to you. I'm just telling you a story.
Does the front door just open?
Would you like to try the front door?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, the front door is not locked.
Oh. Okay, so Jace just opens the front door.
Okay. Sorry, there's so many rule books. I'm always trying to find the right thing for what I want to do next. So the door, it kind of creaks open, but not to the point where it seems like it's actually undergone any wear or tear. It's mostly just a very large door that hasn't seen the full gamut of preventative maintenance activities that it should have seen over these decades or eons or centuries or whatever it's been since it's fallen to disrepair. So you push it open, and it ekes open into this large entryway that leads forward into a large grand staircase that goes up and forks to either side and leads up to some higher galleries. A large plush carpet is laid out on the floor. There's some old like armored figures, like actual knight armor, there with the appropriate swords standing at attention, as well as other generic symbols of the nobility or some kind of very wealthy, important house. But again, this is all very clearly not been maintained in a longer time than you're familiar with how long it could possibly have been.
Perhaps we should have a look rather than wandering around in the underhive. My circuits are could use some of the holy unguents, and I'm sure we're all feeling a bit hungry.
Does Romulus do anything? Carib?
Yeah, what does Romulus say?
Oh yeah, I forgot Romulus exists. Oh, I have to GM and play. Okay, all right.
Try to
Yeah.
kill
Yeah,
him off
so-
as fast as possible.
So yeah, very much Romulus would just kind of follow in behind Tib and just like peek his head and go, "Ooh,
No,
yeah."
Tib's still on the ground, depressed.
Sorry, Jace. The two guards, I will forever confuse the both of you. Jace, he goes in behind the guardsman, right? And once he sees, he doesn't get his head just popped off right away. He's like, "Oh well, let me check it out." Well, yes, this was clearly someone of some social import that made bad trade deals. I'm certain that's what it was, bad trade deals. I happen to have never had that happen to me. Obviously, that's why I'm so important. Yes.
I love it.
Perhaps we should proceed.
Who is Romulus?
He's an NPC that we have found.
Yes, if I
What is
found
he
it.
though?
He's a fat merchant.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
At least as far as everybody is concerned, that's what he has purported himself to be, as a very successful merchant.
Okay, as the three of them go, I get up and kind of, since I noticed like Octis is still outside, I kind of get out of my depression. I have my knife out a little bit. I'm like scratching my neck with it like a little psycho. And then like Tib talks to him like, it was like, Octis?
Octus, you fool. What'd you see out there?
Tib wants to know, were you a thief in past?
I had my share of
Are you
thefts.
good with finding food?
In a hive city? Yes, I could find food.
Okay, here's the deal. Tib knows you killed Governor. Tib will forget this if you have to find food right now on the street.
What
We will look for food.
did you see out there behind that door?
Tib looks in. Nothing. Tib was depressed on tree, looking for bugs. Tib just picks them up and like, okay, let's go inside. Time to find food. So me and Octis, I carry Octis around, so we look for. So can we both do a perception check for looking toward the area?
Oh,
Where
you're
we may be
right.
located?
You're kind of searching, right? You're searching for something specific.
Food. Can we do like
Right.
a regular perception, like where it might be?
Well, I mean,
Together?
search is a skill, so you could certainly roll that.
Hold on, this is navigation technically. Hold on, like navigating the big house to see if it looks like a kitchen or something.
Well, there's navigate surface, and then there's navigate stellar, right? Search basic. Search is a basic skill. It's perception based, and it's literally for searching for stuff, and it's different from awareness because you're searching for hidden things or small details, which in this case you're looking for, food.
A large.
Okay, so it's search.
I mean, you could also do awareness, but it will be less bonused.
Let's see, where is it? Awareness. Awareness is my highest, so I'll take that. We want to roll as well like this?
We're each getting a roll?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah, Tib is hungry. Tib is very hungry and is so focused on being hungry, he's not really looking, he's more just like tossing some things out of cabinets and drawers, but it's like all clothing and old jewelry that kind of like disintegrates as he picks it up in some cases or falls apart. Um, but Octus actually, as you look around, you notice that you hear some banging and clanging that sound like maybe some pots and pans from a room farther down in the manor.
I smell food there, Tib.
Tib just looks right away like a predator. He unhooks his gun as he's like, "We move."
Careful, I hear some noise down there. Must be somebody
I
there.
hold Octus at my side as I hold my gun. Like I'm still carrying him since he's injured, like with one arm. My gun up, ready to shoot.
Let
I
me-
just carefully move forward. I mean,
This-
you're injured, so
I'm injured, but this requires stealth. Something I am expert in. Let me go check
Tib,
it
let's
out.
go.
Let me
Tib,
check
let's
it
go.
out.
Let's check.
All right, so Tib, Octus, they're going to check out the pots and pans. Jay, Severus, what are you up to?
For the most part, I'm just following Severus around. It gets me away from Tib.
I'll just stay at the landing. You said that it went upstairs and it goes left and right and upstairs on a staircase.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's passive. You know, there's a hallway to the left. There's a hallway to the right. There's a hallway underneath the stairs. The stairs go up and fork. You know, like one of those big, grand, like Y-shaped staircases. You know, it goes up a little ways and then has a small landing and then goes off to the both sides. And there's a little balcony there, and then that goes off. I mean, this place is huge. So it goes off in many directions. It's more of just what are you looking for? What do what's your
I think I'm just
goal
gonna wait.
with this place?
Oh
I'm gonna
my
wait in
God.
the entrance hall, and I'm just gonna kind of look around in the entrance hall. I don't want to. I'm gonna let those sneaky guys have their space, so I don't mess up their sneak.
Okay,
Oh my-
same thing. If you want to do some search, you can do that just to look around for potentially valuable stuff. I mean, again, there could be stuff here.
I mean, do the search, man, because it's hilariously right. I'm like Shaggy. I'm like Scooby right now, or Shaggy Scooby. You three are like the Belle and the Duff, and me, Fred, hilariously.
Yeah, Bartleby, you're or Severus, you're very much just not interested in anything you're finding. You're like, iconography, none of it's got cogs, nothing's clicking and whirring. It's very much just mundane boretry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Octus, you come up and you find this. It's a doorway, and you see light shining underneath the crack of the doorway. And this is leading to where you hear the pots and pans clanging. So.
Okay, so I put my hand on Tib's chest. Saying, "Wait, I'm gonna go investigate using my silent move."
That's the one.
Tib just looks close at Octa's face and whispers, "Say word. Tib will kill everything in that room for food."
I'll roll my silent move.
That's it.
5.7 degrees of
Oh,
success.
That's awesome.
All right. Okay. So now we're gonna see. It's an opposed skill roll, and that comes up with. Yeah. So you open the door, and again, this one seems to be fairly well maintained. Like there's something still happening in this house that's maintaining some basic functions, where the most of everything else has gone to ruin. A couple things are still going on, and the door opens very smoothly, very very quietly, and you come in and you see this hunched figure covered in a very nice but tattered robe. At one point, I'm sure it was very expensive, but now it's a little bit moldering. It's tattered and worn, and got a couple patches ripped into it. And you see it hunched over this pot that's on the stove, and it appears to be looking at that. And then also, like, you hear a chopping sound.
do I see any weapons around, like knives or anything like that?
You can
It's
always
a
call.
kitchen. I mean, yeah, there's definitely knives and stuff, but it's possible they're not in the best condition. They
Is Tib,
could be. They might not be.
You could always call in Tib, who will bust on the door for food.
No, I'm not calling Tib in.
Well, I can always scare him if you mess up. So
Can I say I found a knife? Or no?
You could search for a knife,
I'm
but
just
that could be kind of loud. So
I'm just gonna scan the area for a knife.
okay. I mean, yeah. Roll awareness.
Bastard.
Again, like from what you're seeing, a lot of this stuff in this place is very much decayed and damaged. It sounds like the figure at the pot is you chopping something with a knife, so that one might be good. But as far as other good knives, that might be maybe that's the only one.
Okay, so
Hard to say.
I got no weapon, so I'm gonna go up to this guy, creep up to him.
wait,
You
hold
have
up.
a master or a best quality mono dagger, I believe.
Just before you make this move, just remember you're critically injured, and who decides to stab you, it may do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Well-
I give you that knife.
You can always call me in, and I can intimidate him to stand.
Yeah, I think Octus has the dagger. So
No, I have the dagger.
okay,
Yeah.
so never mind. Tib has a dagger, so yeah, you
Octus
probably-
has a hook.
No.
Yeah, Octus, you have a hook. There you go.
A
You got
hook,
something.
okay. Well, I just want to go and put my arms around this guy from behind and put the
How
hook
about
on,
you just-
hook on his throat.
You don't have a hook. Octus has the hook. I'm sorry, I meant Severus has the hook, if I remember.
Oh, Severus got the hook. Okay.
I don't know. You guys are supposed to keep track of your stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I remember that I'm like a bit of a doof.
I mean, somebody has a club, somebody has a dagger, and somebody has a hook. Like all three of you should have a weapon.
Jace has the club.
Take your pick, Omega. Which one do you want? The hook or the other thing?
Say Tib gave me the dagger. I said, give me the dagger.
Okay, fine. I gave him the dagger.
There you go. Okay, you got a best quality mono dagger. Done.
The reason why I didn't put it on my sheet is because you said to leave all your other equipment that you rolled in the beginning on the sheet, so I didn't want to
you
mess
don't
with
have
that.
But you've been finding assorted stuff.
It is gonna be a fun memory game.
Okay. So
Before you do that, why don't you can try to alert your presence to him or not? I mean, do you want to risk the damage or do you want to go in for the kill?
no, I'm
Or
not gonna go for the kill. I'm gonna just grab him by the throat, have the knife on his throat, and just tell him, drop your weapon, back away. Okay, so I'm just
All
gonna
right,
go right behind him with my 5 degrees of success. Maybe I get the get in there and do that.
So okay, so here's what you have to do.
That's
All
the
right,
goals.
to do what you want to accomplish what you want to do is you have surprise because you succeeded in your silent move, which is a plus 30 to hit. All right, as well as the best quality on the mono dagger gives you a plus 10. So you have a plus 40 for your weapon skill maneuver here.
Okay, but I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna like have it at his throat. Like
Yeah,
if he-
this would be for a grapple.
Yeah. Okay, so roll. What should I roll?
That's your weapon skill plus 40.
Weapon skill plus 40. Okay.
You've got
Damn.
close to as good a modifier as you can get.
Yeah.
That is like, if you fail right now, I'll be super sad at fate. Wait, hold on. Remember, Omega, you have fate points.
Yeah, fate points can be spent to reroll.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I keep
Thanks.
wanting to say
You
that.
can also spend a
Oh,
fate point
look at that!
to regain.
88.
So, okay, there's a couple of things you can do here. You can take that. You can also, you have fate points. You can spend them. You can spend 1 fate point to re-roll.
Yeah,
That
I'm doing
roll.
that. I'm doing that. I don't care. This is critical.
As there are a couple other things you can do with fate points. You can spend a fate point before a roll to give a plus 10 to the roll, and you can also spend a fate point to get a D5 hit points back. So, and then
Wait,
you
what?
can also earn a fate point to not die.
He used a
Oh,
fate point to heal?
Yeah.
Jesus, he could have used that like a long time ago.
Well, sure, but then I have to remember all the rules from time to time.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
well, I don't care. I have to get this roll, so I am.
You gotta be, yeah, man. You gotta do this. It's what you live for.
Roll it again. Plus
Yeah, those
48.
D100
I can't believe
systems,
I got 70,
Yeah.
76 and I fail.
Welcome to D100 system. How can we help you?
It's as brutal as it gets.
How can we help?
Roll again, man. You can do this.
81. Can you believe that shit?
Oh my
Oh my god.
Point
Oh
five
my
to-
gosh.
It's just-
Okay, well, all right. So you go to grab it, and as you grab this figure, your hand slams on his shoulder or its shoulder to grab it, and it's way more solid than you would have expected.
Oh shit.
It's very much not a meaty shoulder of some person, and as you push this thing around, its head swivels around, and it's just two glowing red eyes that look back at you, and it's not a person, it's a servitor. And it screeches out this binary and brings up its knife at you, and now you get to roll initiative.
Oh,
Wait,
bastard.
hold on.
man.
As
I
Tib
laugh
hears
binary.
this, can hold on before combat begins. As Tib hears this, can Tib just bust down the door and just intimidate the hell out of the servitor?
Servitors, you would probably know, would not be, because you're from a hive world or imperial, or you're not from a feral world. So you would know that servitors would not usually be susceptible to any. I mean, it's very much like a robot construct that can do A, B, and C.
But Tib can go in, kick down the door, and gain surprise move, just like
Well,
Octus did.
at this point, Octus did the stealth and had the surprise, and now that surprise is over, and now we're on regular initiative. So Tib also is rolling initiative here.
Can we? Yeah. Is this something we would hear down out in the?
It's possible
Right, yeah.
after some scuffle happens, but it's
Binary?
pretty far.
Okay.
It's pretty far away at this point. So
You said he shouted binary though. Like would it?
we did, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to pick up.
So yeah, it's possible you heard it, but it's
Okay.
unlikely that you will be able to get there very quickly.
This is why I didn't want you to sneak up, but your sneak was so dang good.
Yeah, well,
You got robbed. That was. You needed like an 80 or less or something, or a 78, and you rolled twice and failed. Like that's some bad algorithm
Yeah.
there.
where's
We have to talk. We have to talk to this machine god, the machine spirit of this roll 20.
I'm trying to find initiative on the dice on the sheet.
It's sorry, it's a D10 plus your agility bonus, unless you have lightning reflexes, in which case it's double your agility bonus.
I have agility of 4. Why is my? I haven't updated this my sheet here. It's agility is 40 right now, and it's plus D10, right?
Yeah, so it's a D10 plus your agility bonus of 4, if it's 40.
Okay, just roll a D10.
And you want high? This is better, right?
In this case, yeah, high is better. But it's not a big deal because the servitor got a 2. Sorry, it got a 1. So its initiative is a 2.
3. So you
you're-
can run
you're-
away.
You both have a turn before it.
Okay, since you still have like a fate point left, hopefully, you can just get
No.
away from distances, and Tib comes in, shoots at it, lays some covering fire, and hopefully.
Yeah, well, I don't got a fate point. I only had one, so
Oh shit.
I get to go first, though, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
your turn. It's all you.
I just turn around and run out the door. Tip. I
Wait,
think
hold on. Wait,
think you got this one.
Is he good? Is he good running away from him?
I believe there's an equivalent to a disengage. In fact, it might be called disengage because why not? There's so many actions, but I believe you can do a GM's. Let's see. There's disengage, break off from melee, and move. Yeah, so you can take a full action disengage to not get smacked.
Okay. But I can't move, right? I just disengage from the battle or from close
No,
combat.
You get a full move, and you don't. Let's
Okay.
see, it might be more than
Isn't
but
there
you
a
don't
roll
provoke
for
the attack
disengage?
of opportunity. No.
Okay.
There's no agility roll? Okay.
Yeah, I try to run out the door and I say, Tib, I think you got this
Like-
one.
You can move
Tim
up to
just
half your
basically busts open the door, pulls out his pistol.
Okay, yeah, so you break off from melee combat and move up to your half of your move rate. So that's what it is. It's a full action, you only get a half move, so it's only like gonna be like 4 meters or so. It's very short, but they don't get the attack of
You won't get to
opportunity.
attack you.
Yep. Okay, so Octus is disengaging. Sorry, Tib, what are you doing?
I move in, bust down the door, pull my pistol, and fire at them.
Well, the door, you just easily open it and bust it
Well,
down.
the thing is just opening it in an aggressive manner. If that makes it better.
Okay, you aggressively open the door. Got it. All right. Okay, yeah, that'd be a ballistic skill test. The range is most likely, I don't know what the range on a stub revolver is off the top of my head.
It's a blast pistol.
Oh, a las pistol, honestly it's 30, so your range is probably going to be short, so that's a nice plus 10 to you.
Okay. Tip. Ballistic
As well
skills.
as you could
Plus 10?
pretty much standing outside of the door, all you really need to do is just open the door and then just shoot, so you could also take a half action aim, which would be another plus 10. If you want to do that.
Fine, half action aim. I aggressively open the door, and plus 20, and that gets it. 2 degrees of success.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead, roll some damage.
Okay, what's the last pistol's damage again?
Last pistol's damage is 1d10 plus 2.
Thank you.
That's right. Energy.
And no pen.
Slash
Uh,
roll
Yep.
1d10.
There's also a rate of fire of 0.
6 plus 2, 8.
8 energy.
All right, and you shot it in the 93, which is the left leg. So yeah, you scorch a beam into through its fine but slightly decaying robes, and it sparks some, and it emits a cry of pain, or at least if you understood binary, it would be a cry of pain. So Severus, way down the hall, you suddenly feel like just a little tense, like just something's not right in the world. All right. Okay, so then it comes back around, and it is the servitor's turn now. So it is going to charge at Octus, as he is the closest. And that will
Wait, does he have
be-
disadvantage because I shot him in the left?
No.
Damn. Machine Spirit is too tough.
Nope, it misses. It charges right up to Octus and tries to grab you, but just it kind of doesn't get any purchase. You're just a little too slippery. So back to you.
Just keep disengaging, or you can make an attack against it, but I wouldn't have really good a shot at that.
Did the other guys hear this?
Yeah, they're just kind of far away.
Okay.
You're talking about a nominal movement rate of running at like 20 meters per turn. It's going to take a few minutes to get there.
Yeah, I'm screaming, guys, we could use you in here. And I'm just gonna take a shot at it now. I'm gonna swing at it with my knife.
All right, and your knife gives you a plus 10 because it's very, very well balanced.
Wait, does he have the dodge skill?
It's your damage.
I got-
you want to roll?
I do
weapon
have
skill
dodge.
plus-
I do have dodge. How do I use dodge?
The dodge is when he hits you.
If it scores a hit, then you can choose to dodge the hit before we do the damage.
So that's just requires an action, right?
No, it's a reaction.
Can you use a half action to repair a dodge?
No, because a dodge is a reaction that happens on their turn.
Dang.
You can take a full action as a defensive stance to give them minus 20 to hit, but either way,
So I could
Just
attack. I could attack and dodge if I want.
yeah, dodging is
Yeah.
a reaction, so that happens on their turn, so you can
Okay.
always dodge,
Okay.
as
So
well as potentially parry as well.
Okay, I'm gonna attack. My knife. Nope.
Okay. Back to Tib.
Tib is gonna get a little bit closer, and wait, hold on. I can. Wait, am I still have that plus 10 to shoot?
Okay, so right now you're at short range, but now it's in melee with Octus, so you're going to be a minus 20 to hit with the plus 10, so it's a minus 10 at your current spot. But if you miss because of that minus 10, you actually will shoot Octus.
Okay, I'll take the time to prepare to aim and shoot again.
Okay. So
So
it's
the-
half action aim, so plus 10, minus 20, so you're flat roll. But again, if you miss by like 20, you're gonna shoot Octus. But it was fine. Everything's good. You shoot it. You shoot it in the body. All right, roll some damage.
Tib's a fantastic damn shot. 5 plus 2, that would be 7.
Okay.
I hope it
All
doesn't
right,
have any
yeah.
toughness.
You blaze another shot into its torso this time, and again some more sparks and smoking come up, and the thing, makes a default unhappy robot noise, and it's still chugging along right now. So it is again going to try to at this point in time grab Octus.
Ooh.
Well, I'm dodging.
Okay, yeah. It is gonna grab you if you don't dodge, so you can try to dodge.
Oh, I'll dodge. See?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
so
got
Oh.
it gets a good grip, and you just do this like little shoulder roll thing, and it's just like it's machine hardened hands can't even hold on to it. It just slips. You just slip right between its fingers. Now it's back to you, Octus.
As it tries to grab me, I swing to the side, and then I take my knife and I go right through the side of its head with my weapon skill. Nope. I miss and prepare to dodge again.
Yeah, no, okay. Tib, back to you.
Tib is taking this effort down. I got like, it was like 2 shots on 29, 28, 27, 27 shots left. I'm keeping track in head. Hopefully I don't forget.
Turns out those batteries are quite good.
Yeah. Okay, character sheet again. Tib still has a fate point, so.
Karkarev, did you say that there were 2 of them in there? Wasn't there like a
Oof,
second
Tib's
guy?
gonna burn a
Right
fate.
now, no, just the one. He was just leaned over this pot of bubbling whatever and chopping something.
Tib's gonna burn a fate point just to reroll.
You're just bending a fate point. You don't have to burn it unless you're burning it is a specific action where you lessen the amount of fate points you have, like in total.
I'm just saying it like figuratively.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully Tib doesn't accidentally kill
I
Octus.
mean, hey, it's happened before.
Ooh.
Yeah, you shoot Octus. So
Wait, hold on. Wasn't that a success? That's a point. That's up 0.6.
Your target was 41. Your dice roll was 47. You were a negative 0.6 degree.
Yes,
of-
if
for
I
some reason,
it'd be 2
the roll
degrees of
20
failure.
always
to hit him.
gets the negative fraction wrong. So yeah, that's you shoot Octus.
Wait, hold on. But don't you say it has to be 2 degrees of failure to hit?
Well, you're short range, right? And you're aiming, and so what it is you would have hit, but for the negative modifier of him being in melee combat, and because of that, you shoot him.
So if you miss by a lot, he wouldn't have hit Omega, but because he
That's
missed by a little, that
Yep.
makes sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an optional rule on
Yeah.
page, I want to say 187.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I read that last night.
6 plus 2, that's 8. Oh my god, that'd be
Can,
Wow, Omega.
can I
Dodge.
dodge? Can I dodge?
You already used your dodge. And
Oh,
you
God.
have, rapid reflexes. or I think it's rapid.
The double
Whatever
dodge,
the one
right?
that, yeah, there's an ability that gives you a bonus.
But isn't it the new round because it goes last?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. So yeah, you can dodge
Okay.
your own teammate's shot. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies.
87. Oh my god.
All the whammies.
Boy.
All the whammy.
It's against you.
Oh my gosh.
You
Okay,
probably do it from the
so
other side, man.
8. So you shoot Octus in the body
shit.
for 8 energy damage, which is gonna put him at 9 crit, which is quite bad.
You're pretty much you're toast, man.
Well, there's a chance he may survive.
Hold on, doesn't he take a reduced damage because of his toughness bonus?
Oh yeah, the toughness, right?
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
toughness.
excuse me. Armor and toughness. Did you have any armor, Omega?
No. I got my cloak of invisibility.
Okay, so 8 minus your toughness bonus. What's your toughness bonus?
Like that.
3.
Okay, 3. So 5. Plus your 1 crit is 6 crit.
But he had still 1 hit point left, so that when he needed a -4.
Oh, he had a hit point? Okay, so then, yeah, so 4 crit. So we're only 4 crit. It's fine. Totally fine. 4 crit energy to the body is going to be the energy ripples all over the character's body, scorching his body and inflicting 1d10 levels of fatigue. Ah, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's totally fine.
Okay, just,
Yeah,
just
and as I fall to the ground, I look at Tib. I'm like, fool, shooting in close combat at me. You fool.
Wait, so no, you're still up. You have to roll a d10, and we'll see how many levels of fatigue you get.
I'm still up. Wow.
Yeah, so if you roll like a 1 or a 2, because I think you already had 1 level of fatigue, which meant you're -10 for everything. We're just forgetting about that because maybe you took a nap. So we'll just start fresh on fatigue because I'm not tracking it. So roll a d10. I think if you get a 1 or a 2, you're still up. 3, you pass out. Whoa, okay.
pass out.
Yeah.
Octus,
I'm up cold.
Octus is sayonara. So roll another d10 and you're passed out for that many minutes.
Pissed off the machine spirits, man. I don't know what the hell you did.
I really warned him.
Yeah, so you are now unconscious for 3 minutes, and it's just Tib and the servitor. So the servitor is going to just go ahead and... So I can type. I get space.
So you're unconscious for
3 minutes.
Wow, yeah, so he tries actually to pick Octus up and is unable to do so because he's just a dead weight, he's a little slippery. He's still somehow very lithe and slippery, despite, being unconscious. So we're back to Tib. It's just Tib and the servitor now.
I feel so bad about that. Tib accidentally shoots Octus. A little bit resentment there for killing the governor. It's because Tib doesn't really know.
What about the rest of us? Do we not? The other two?
Well,
You're
I
probably 5 or 6 rounds away.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, this place is really big, and you guys just hung out and they went exploring. So
since he's no longer melee captain, he just
yeah,
thought they were
just,
like-
hey, that's what they say, right? The first thing you want to do when you go into a decrepit manor is split the party.
it's hilarious. It's Scooby Doo. It's
I thought
great.
it was just like,
Well-
down the hall, like 10 meters, 20 feet kind of thing.
Yeah, and then you went around the corner and you're like, where the fuck did they go?
I was thinking
Oh,
that that creature. I was thinking it was actually Dan Hermione. That's why I didn't want to kill him, right?
Oh my god.
Nope, it's not.
No, it wasn't. Oops.
This is why I didn't want you going toward him, because I think you're low health and like we'd probably be safer we just lure it out and shoot it.
Part of this is like, since Omega's main systems are Alien and Mothership, and it's like all this like regular sci-fi horror stuff is so like, oh yeah, if this was Mothership, they'd be like, yeah, of course it wasn't the person I thought it was a bad guy, like duh.
Great. Tib is gonna fail. Tib has fate points, and Tib hasn't used them, so he's gonna do another reroll.
Yeah, so Tib, if you want to like just walk up another foot or so, you'll be at short range or point blank
Point
range,
blank.
which is a plus 30.
I don't know. I'll be in like melee range of this thing. I'd rather they have it take an action to come to me.
Well, I mean, it's in charge range either way.
Okay, another 20. Or sometime.
So there's no negative anymore because, you know.
I'll tip fucks up regardless.
Oh man, alright, okay, so again, it's gonna try to pick up Octus.
This is how Octus dies.
Whoops, that was a D10.
More food for it.
No, it can't. For some reason, it cannot pick him up. He's just too slippery, and it's kind of got like 1 foot, but it doesn't have him like on it yet. So
He's like disjointed. Octus is kind of like Octus is basically like a greasy guy. He's like just swimming for.
Couldn't explain what's wrong with it, but maybe it's just because like the age of the construct. Its joints and its servo motors don't work quite as well as they used to, so we're able to just get him up.
I like the idea. Octus has been slippery so long.
Okay, Tip feels a little bit cursed here. It go.
Oh my god, so it just rolled a 95 to try to pick him up again, so let's keep expending bullets. Let's go. Let's just keep doing it.
I think I don't know how many spent I think I have like 23.
You keep track of it, please, because right now it's
I have like a 60% chance to hit it, right?
It has a 50% chance to pick him up, and has not been.
Finally, Tib does it. Let me degrees of success.
There you go. You shoot it in the body. Roll some damage. And
1 plus 2, 3.
It's fine. That shot just glances off. Doesn't even scratch it.
You have spent 6 bullets right now, Tib.
Tib is feeling a little bit embarrassed right now since we're both doing me and the server kind of on this.
And that time it rolled a 92, so it just we're just doing this. I don't know what to say anymore. It's rolled 3 90s in a row. I think roll 20 is broken at this point, and I'm confused.
It's just the most hilarious moment ever. Tib's kind of fumbling because of hunt.
It's just
His body is so greasy. It finally hits.
That's a hit. Come on.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
10 plus 2. 9 plus 2. That's like 11. Shot.
Okay.
9 isn't the 9 the special, or is it 10?
No, 10 is the special.
Yeah, 10's Righteous Fury. But either way, 9 plus 2 is still more than enough damage to knock it down. The shot, blasts into this thing's left leg, seeming to hit the exact spot you hit it when the combat first began. And it sends this arcing, pulsating electricity up it, and it just, and its 2 red eyes just blow out in a shatter of sparks, and it falls to the floor.
Tib goes to the food. Tib goes to the food. Then Tib brings the food over to Octus and slaps him up. And Tib in all his stupidity just like kind of feeds him a little bit slowly. Just heals him up a bit.
So roll toughness to not suffocate to death. Medicate. Okay, so the pot that's boiling clearly is in like a mixed state of creation, and it doesn't look like it's edible. I mean, you can try, but you're gonna need to roll toughness if you want to eat it. It very clearly has been constructed out of things that like the servitor could classify as food, but aren't necessarily high quality food at this point. Like, it went into the cabinet and got a big old can of botulism and just chunked it in there.
Tib still a bit pissed off at this. It's like goes to Octus as he pits down his pain for food, picks him up, and I like hurry him over to Severus to heal him up.
Okay, so as you're going around the room, Severus and Jace, you both can arrive if you so wish. And then everybody can make an awareness test. It's going to be a hearing test if you have a bonus to that. And it's fairly easy. It's a plus 20.
Oh, failed it.
So whatever you roll, throw some adds onto those things.
Tib isn't gonna let you die, Octus.
Okay.
Tib's gonna go for the kill.
Okay, so Tib, you actually hear some groaning coming from the corner of the kitchen.
Do I see anything?
If you go investigate, you might.
Fuck that. I'm getting Octus out of here. My first priority as a Caracorn is to take care of a fellow brother if he's injured, to preserve the life of the Emperor's sons. So I take Octus and I hurry him over to Severus and ignore the groaning sound.
Okay, well, I hope it's not another threat.
I also take the knife off of Octus since he's like injured, just to keep a melee weapon on me at least.
I think Severus would be walking up at this point, right? Like me and
you're like I say, you can be at the kitchen and see the scene that's unfolded with Tib, I guess, dragging Octus or something.
Well, I'm carrying him.
Yeah, I would probably say by the great Omnissiah, what happened here? What did you do to the poor servitor?
Tib saw Octus run over and try to, and servitor got crazy. Tib shot a lot. Tib's not proud because of hunger. Not some of Tib's best work, but Tib managed to keep servitor from throwing him into pot. Apparently, Octus is made of rubber.
Yeah, Severus will quickly assess the situation and say, the servitor was probably acting on a basic algorithm and you disturbed it, you fools. And this looks like he's been shot in the back by a las pistol. And he looks at the las pistol that you're holding. Here, let me have a look at him.
Sure. Tib will claim kill over that servitor, but Tib will not say it was in prideful way. This was the one that started it, but Octus stood his ground. Pretty brave of him. Hands it over to Severus.
Well, I just kind of ignore what he's saying, and I just lay him on the ground and I inspect his wounds.
So, Severus, while you are inspecting his wounds, there's actually another gentleman in the kitchen who's coming to at this time from the scuffle, from everything else. It's actually Dan. You find yourself in this kitchen, coming to kind of half conscious, like you were bonked on the back of the head and dragged down here. Potentially by that servitor, and you're just leaning up against the wall, and you wake up and there's some sounds of, a kind of monotone tech priest voice, as well as Tib saying that the servitor, is his kill and these things.
When I see these guys, do I know kind of that they're guardsmen, and they're obviously I would know the tech priest very well, right? But would I know the guardsmen?
All of them are in various states of ill repair. They were captured and put into a slave pen in some, in their like clothes that got tattered and worn out. So they look disheveled and fucked up. They look very much not like upstanding citizens as far as anybody would tell. They look like some underhive scum, just by virtue of, being drugged through the underhive.
Except Tib. Tib's wearing Carapace armor. He's only looking at his arm.
Tib has some Carapace armor on, but everything else, other than just the breastplate that he's wearing, looks very much in a state of it looks like he could have looted it off of someone.
Does Tib notice that?
Severus is about half bionic. He's got the flesh is weak twice, so I'd say he's about half of his flesh is gone. He's got cybernetics.
Does Tib notice the new guy?
I mean, Tib definitely heard some noises over there, but didn't go to investigate it. So,
but he sees us. So do I see him?
You didn't go looking for it.
But he sees us.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything. You're a bit distracted with, shooting Ontis in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Hermione, you would see that. I think you would recognize a tech priest. My robes are also red. They're really dirty though, but red, the color of the mechanics.
Yeah,
So
but
Jason,
again, from his perspective, you could be a rogue tech. Like, there's no way to tell if you're good guys, bad guys, anything. You're just.
Because Jace isn't doing anything right now, can I do an awareness or search just to make sure that we are as safe as possibly can be?
Well, you did, so you didn't notice him. So he kind of gets the in here.
Okay.
Okay, so Hermione is gonna slowly get up, and he's gonna say he sees these people around him, doesn't know who they are. They kind of look like scum or someone from the hive that is probably like a criminal or something. But he sees one of them, which is got a lot of tech, so he knows pretty well about the lore of humanity, of the Emperor. He follows it very well. So he knows that he noticed that maybe the guy is part tech priest or something, but he seems very disheveled. So he kind of screams out, "Who are you? Where have you taken me?"
And I will say that Hermione does have all of his gear from character creation. Because he wasn't captured in the same way that everyone else was. It appears that he maybe just got by the that servitor who brought him down here, and he might have been about to turn him into soup.
Okay, so I bring out my autocannon and I point it at the people in front of me.
You don't have an autocannon, no.
No,
heavy weapon.
No, sorry. Auto gun.
That is fine. Auto cannon.
I point my auto gun.
4d10 plus like 5. You do not have an auto cannon. It's like a Barrett, like a 50. Like.
God, that's hilarious.
So I point my auto gun, my solid projectile weapon at the I think 2 people that are in front of me. I'm gonna ignore the person that's on the ground and the one treating him. So the 2 closest threats.
Well, technically, I'm close. Me and Severus are right. Octus.
All 3 of us are there. Severus is the one on the ground.
Okay, so then everyone, I'm pointing my gun in that vicinity.
Yeah.
And I shout, "Who are you? Why did you take me here?"
Does Tib know who this is? Because
no, we have no idea who this is.
No, for the uniform, I have
roll Common Lore Adeptus Arbites, Common Lore Imperium, Scholastic Lore Judgment.
The tech priest would know, right?
I have Common Lore Imperium, but I don't.
Yeah, you could roll Common Lore Imperium. That would. I mean, he's wearing fairly generic cop armor.
Well, I'm going to have to make it at a disadvantage. Common Lore Imperium. I know I put this down here. Common Lore Imperial. I'm gonna just roll around regular antidote, right? It's like I have a non-trained. Just roll that. There we go. Restated. 2.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Imperial Guard is like specifically like it's like the army versus the police, right? So he doesn't look like he was in the army. But anybody who had one of those, lores would be able to identify that he looks like a arbitrator.
So I just respond, Tib is Tib?
Jason's just gonna go, look, we don't know who you are or how you got here. We don't even know how we got here.
We walked.
So I look down at the servitor and I say, "That thing attacked me and he brought me here. Who are you?" "I am part of the Adeptus Arbites. I am an arbitrator. If you have taken me, you are all under arrest by law of the God Emperor."
Tib just gets up. Oh, thank Emperor. Tib's actually quite relieved to have some law and order here. Tib was in Death Pit. Tib killed the smash, stab thing. And we are here.
I look at the servitor and I'm like, "What is wrong with this? Is he a Xenos?"
Well,
the servitor?
By all means, no, there's no such heretic in these myths amongst us. You may put your weapon away. You may put your weapon away, Arbites. It appears that this servitor that attacked you and brought you here also attacked our friend. We have been brought here not of our own volition, as it seems that you have as well. It appears that perhaps our objectives might be in synergy. We are trying to find our way out of here.
That is good. I'm also trying to find my way out of here. So I slowly, I mean, the tech priest looks like someone that I can trust. So my gun down, and I say again, I am Hermione, and I'm in part of the Arbites. How can I help you guys? What do you need?
I am Tib. Tib is from Karakor.
Do you happen to have food?
Tib is very hungry and would love to kill something.
No, I have what is on me right now. I have no food at all.
Okay, Tib looks around for food again.
Okay, so that's Tib. He's from an Imperial Guard of a different planet. I'm from the Imperial Guard Regiment of Armageddon. Then we have Cerberus, who's tech priest, and then we have Octus, who's now on the floor, unconscious. He claims to be an assassin of some sort. So far, the assassin part of that has not been very up there.
Tib is guardsman from Sorry.
He points at Tib and says, "This is what the guardsmen let in now."
Wait, hold on. Are you calling Tib and Tib is flying that we have great respect?
He kind of shakes his head and is very upset at the Imperium for allowing such creatures to join the guardsmen.
But Tib's a regular human, not a mutant. Why are you calling Tib a...
Can I do a Medicaid check on Octus?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Tib's like looking through the cabinets, like annoyed that completely normal.
You find some cans, but they're very much like puffed out, and I mean, again, I wouldn't recommend eating them unless you want to end up worse than Octus.
Tib's like throwing these cans around and frustrating.
Oh my god! I rolled a 100. Here, I'm gonna burn a fate point. A 100.
Use a fate point.
I was gonna say spend a fate point because burning a fate point is a very specific action.
Yeah, not burn it. Spend it. Hey. One even roll.
You can do it.
What is one roll of 100?
You rolled a 100.
I rolled 58. So
yeah, that's close, but unfortunately, no cigar.
So I'm gonna stand up.
Some good medical tools. But yeah, Octus, you come to during this, and you're now awake and tired and beaten and bloodied and just hanging on by the skin of your teeth.
I'm like, what the fuck, Tib? Jeez.
Tib's like, Tib didn't expect you to go attack it all. Tib thought you were gonna take some.
I thought I had this for sure.
Wait, so to be clear, the reason you were on the floor for X amount of time was because of Tib?
Tib did not do nothing. Tib did not told him to go. He said, wait here, Tib. I'll go check it out. I waited.
Tib, what did you do?
A robot? He fought a robot. Tib came in to save him.
Yes, we see that robot was fought.
Cerberus is gonna let out a blast of sound. Just try to shut everybody up. It's just all this bickering. And then he'll say, I'm both elated and disappointed in my companions, and I'm talking to Hermione, and I say, I am disappointed in that Tib shot our ally in the back and trying to save him, but I'm elated in that I predicted this and I could see it from the wound marks. As you can see, we are in a bit of a jam here, and this servitor is not a Xenos. It is fulfilling some sort of ancient purpose, and it looks like it was preparing some sort of food for some long dead masters, perhaps.
Probably Hermione.
In any case, it seems that we are, as you can see, I say waving a hand at the people that I'm standing with. We could use some more muscle, and I've heard of your kind at arbitrators that are very skilled in combat, and we could use your extra muscle and knowledge in helping us all get out of here in one piece.
That sounds fine. I can help you now, as long as the God Emperor is willing. Have you searched this area? Have you found anything?
I cannot speak for the God Emperor, but I can tell you that the Omnissiah is on our side, and with the Omnissiah willing.
Oh no! Oh no! The fight begins again.
Yeah, another fight again. Wait a minute. Because you got all these guys bickering and who shot who, and
we went from internal politics to religious politics.
Religious politics. Let's talk about
Wait, is Ron with us again? Because we forgot about him again.
I'm like,
I look at Tib and I go, can we trust this air quotes man with a last
pistol? Why you call? Okay, Void. I'm a man. You can call me Tib, not a man. And first of all, Tib has respect for RBDs and their working times. Very, very respected within my cities, but I don't appreciate being called a mutant or anything else when Tib is completely normal.
Wait a minute. Who is this guy, and why are we trusting him?
He's calling Tib a mutant, so Tib's already very annoyed.
I'm going to say to Octus, I'm going to say he was brought here not under his own volition, just like we were. You can see from his disheveled appearance and you didn't hear it, but he was groaning. He had been knocked unconscious. And he was here, also attacked and brought here by the servitor that attacked you.
That is correct.
Sure, that's his story. Why does he still have his weapons?
You're an assassin. I don't believe anything you say. You're dressed like an assassin.
He still has all of his stuff because he wasn't brought to the fucking pits to die.
Oh yeah,
that's not dealing with this.
We woke up in a gaming pit or a fighting pit of some kind, and there were some individuals with masks that looked like they were some part of a cult, which, as you know, are illegal in the Imperium. And if nothing else, we were trying to get out of this in one piece, but also to try to find who put us here, and if possible, destroy this cult.
Did you say cult?
Yes.
That is my job, to put down cults, mutants, Xenos, whatever. Take me to them, or I will get more arbiters here, and we will put down this cult. The God Emperor is not willing to have any cults.
Yes, Tib's not going to stay around with someone to keep calling him a mutant. I go to find Romulus.
As I said before, it appears, Arbiter, that we are on opposite sides of the equation, but the equation is balanced. Therefore, our mission is the same. Get out of here in one piece, find who put us here, which is linked to the cults, and is breaking Imperial law. When we do that, it will be the will of the Omnissiah.
I like your logic, Servitor. Sorry. I like your logic, Tech Priest.
Oh, if I had you would see love in my eyes, you'd see little hearts coming out of my eyes when you say that.
Oh, no, I thought that would be like a slur, you know?
Technically, it would be a slur from a functioning machine.
Severus, from someone as obviously, he would probably like size up Hermione really quickly and say, yeah, he looks like one of those brawny types, not a very intelligent type. So for him to recognize my intelligence is a thing. So
yeah, and you just called the original slur.
And then I want to look at the servitor. I want to inspect the servitor when I have a moment. If I can ignore these bickering people.
Where's Romulus?
What would you like to do? He just kind of is wandering around. He's like, well, they're doing everything they need to do. They clearly have it under control over there. So, and he's just like, like quietly pocketing some stuff. As he goes through this manner, he sees something, polishes it up, holds it up to the light, and says, I'll just keep that for myself. Yes.
I go to Romulus.
You guys aren't watching that, so that's what he's doing, but you don't know that he's doing that.
Which I'm just going to find Romulus at this point.
Okay, are you just clomping down the hallway? Or are you sneaking up on him, or?
I'm just walking casually with my last pistol on my hip. Still.
Okay, yeah, you come to him just staring at a random display case of general filigree and heraldry and stuff.
Hey, Romulus.
Oh, hello.
Tib sees you're looting.
No, you wouldn't have seen him do that because he was not with you.
Oh, what you doing, Romulus?
And if you weren't trying to sneak up on him, then he would have heard you coming, so he would have stopped.
Okay,
just inspecting this manor and looking for anything that could be of use to us. But thus far, my endeavors have not borne any good fruits.
I put my hand on my shoulder. Well, good thing you, Romulus. You work very. But I don't want you wandering too around my because I just killed the servitor and I just went. Man, he fucked him up quite well, man. I'm like pounding my louses on his chest. I don't want that happened to you, buddy.
Well, that would be terrible. So yes, sally forth and find any more of them and take care of it for your good friend. Robert.
Oh no, that wasn't a suggestion. I'm saying come with me. We're going back to the rest of the. He found a guy with heavily armed arbit. Don't worry, your traitor. Probably get you to safety. Get back to your luxurious life.
He's heavily armed, and I'm certain he can get this whole thing sorted out for us, yes.
Yes. Okay, let's go back to Severus. I don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah, Severus, I want to use the... I want to see if I can communicate with the servitor. Obviously, you said it was decommissioned, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's blown up, but who knows? I mean, roll
maybe I can access its programming or its memory cores or something like that. Is it possible?
Yeah, go for it. Try tech use.
Cool, and I want to use, and I've got binary chatter, so I can, if need be, I can communicate with the machine spirit through binary.
Its main functions are mostly down at this point, so you'd be more like sifting through any residual logs or the fading consciousness of the machine as the capacitors discharge and slowly fade.
So yeah, I got a success. Almost 3 degrees.
Well, I don't know, what's the plus 10 from?
Binary chatter.
Oh, like I said, it's either way, it's plus 2, that's fine. Yeah, so you get a general idea of what its core programming was, which was the maintenance of the kitchen and the preparation of meals, which is why that door was still functioning and why the knife it had, that was its knife. So there's a knife, it's a regular old knife, but it's functional, it was wielding. It's why the door was functional, it's why it was cooking, and it's why it couldn't find anything to cook, so it just kept going and going and going and going until it ran into the first thing, which happened to be Hermione.
Okay. Is there any indication of any of its other programs, or like what areas it's supposed to work within? Like how maybe I could get a.
No, really all you get is just maintain the kitchen and cook the food. So it kept the doors functioning, it kept the ovens working as well as it could, and it went to go get things to cook.
Okay, and no indication of who its owner is, or who.
No, all that is, at least from this servitor's perspective, long gone. It remembers nothing of what its original masters or any. All it knows is like the basic, do this task, go back to start,
Okay. Last question. Would it be possible to salvage some of its parts somehow?
Or is it has a tool on it?
It wouldn't take
any
too long.
Tools with which to do that?
I was just thinking the knife.
Well, yeah, there's a knife. Yeah, there's definitely a knife.
Yeah, maybe I could remove some of the parts or something. If it doesn't take too long.
Remove the parts with a knife? No, that would require. I mean, it'd be like trying to use a Phillips head with a knife. Like it's just not.
I was thinking like if its arm is cybernetic, for example, cut off the arm. If it's flesh or something like that.
I mean, it is, but it's got the pieces underneath, and there's really no good joints to cut through. You'd have to like rip off the whole torso because it kind of mates into some sockets on the interior, and without the correct tools and your holy unguents and oils, blessed incense, it's really not it's not the done thing.
Okay, then I will just say go through the rituals and let it release it into the afterlife and bless the machine spirit.
Okay,
say
yeah,
that it's completed and apologize for that we had to put it down. So
yeah, so as you withdraw your like data socket connection, that pulls the last little bit of capacitance and electricity from the unit, and it fades.
okay. I'm a bit sad.
Finally at rest after all these years, and it is 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna call for a 5-minute break just to bio and drinks and all that fun stuff. So yeah, be back in solid 5.
Okay,
Right
back.
Crazy how Dan has all his gear. feels like we should search the rest of the mansion.
Have you guys searched the rest of the mansion before you came to the kitchen?
Nope.
I think the foyer and just this kitchen.
Let us search this place, and then we can move on if we do not find anything.
Yeah, there's an
Time
upstairs.
is of the essence.
Also, don't call Tib it. Tib's a man.
Yes, man.
Thank you.
There's an upstairs, so it's a big mansion. And in the outside description, it's like 10 stories high or something, I think.
How well armed are you people?
Fortified.
The last pistol and a knife.
Oh, we have an extra knife now.
I have 3 shots of a stout revolver.
One of us is wearing carapace armor. I've got a hook. I've got a club, knife.
Not very would be the summary. Not very.
Not very well armored or armed.
Tib's confident.
I have a club and a knife. Would anyone like to have it for now?
I think we're all pretty armed except Docus, who's still down.
He's up.
I'm up.
Yeah.
I could use a weapon. I thought I had a knife here, but I can't seem to find it.
Oh, Tib took that knife since you're down, since you're not going to be using it for the meanwhile. Tib will give it back after you're well.
Give the man back his knife.
Well, Tib needs melee. If Tib does not do enough damage, Tib
Well,
will...
then take the club that's being offered.
Well, Tib likes the knife, and Tib's going to hand it back to Octus after he gets better because he can't fight right now.
Well, maybe you give Octus the gun so he can stay back.
Fine. Tib gives Octus the knife.
All right.
I'll take the
Let's
club.
search the rest of this building. Be careful. We don't know if there are any more servitors, or maybe the one he is serving could still be here. Just be careful.
All right. Yeah. You guys want to roll search one more time just to do a final sweep around the place?
Sure. Can I say something? I don't know how to roll in this game.
So on your Roll20 character sheet, each of the boxes for the skills, so where it has the roll and the number, if you hover over that, it'll turn yellow. And then when you click on it.
Severus does way better than me.
And is there a modifier?
I'm just gonna say no for right now. Just roll some dice, and then there probably is a modifier, but there's multiple ones for different things.
Oh, I just missed.
Only Severus finds something.
Oh, that's not search.
But by the way, on my screen, when people roll, I can barely see. Is that the same for everybody else?
No.
Like, it's like a cream-colored parchment, and then where it says the number, there's like a gray, purple box over it, and the number is gray, so I can barely see the number.
Yeah, the color is hard to read.
That's like red for me.
I don't
see red and green.
Red and green for the actual dice, the success rate, but the actual numbers of the dice rolls are gray.
You happen to have the chat highlighted?
No, it's not. Because if I highlight it, then I can kind of see it a little bit more.
Oh yeah, dark mode turns it purple. Oh, do you have dark mode turned on?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
what I
what
do.
that
I gotta switch that next game.
Yeah.
How do I turn off dark mode?
You can just left side of your screen there should be like a moon icon.
Moon? Do you mean the cog?
No, the
Dark
left
mode,
side.
dark mode. I see it. Thank you.
You can access it from there too.
Yeah. So yeah, if you dark mode on this is bad.
Yes, it's off.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's better. Thank you very much. I can see now. Damn you, dark mode.
Usually great, in this case not.
Okay, I believe Severus was the only one that succeeded.
Was that the only one who succeeded?
Well, like I said, there's multiple stuff there. Now, as far as so Hermione, you can find you find a good quality stub revolver that's loaded with man stopper bullets. It's got a full cylinder of man stopper bullets, which makes the penetration on those 3. And then the good quality gives it the reliable aspect or attribute, which makes jamming more difficult.
Okay, so I look at the other guardsmen and I'm like, you do not look well armed. Here is a stub revolver.
You are immortal.
Yeah, would that be Tib who?
No, not Tib, who has a last pistol, but Dark Infernal's character.
Okay,
be racist against the Karakori.
Jace.
I guess I'll take that stub revolver and I'll just unload the 3 bullets that are already in the one that I have.
Yeah, so you have a regular stub revolver and now good quality stub revolver, and this one's loaded with man stopper bullets, which again give you pen 3 instead of pen 0 on those 6 shots.
If you don't want to have 2 range weapons, I could use one. My ballistic skills actually a little bit better.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's just the other stub revolver that's got 3 shots in it. You're welcome to.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take. Thank you. 3 bullets, regular bullets.
Yep.
So. Okay. And did I find anything or?
Yeah. Give me just a second. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I look up the stats.
Is your Hermione? Do you know if your character's Adeptus Arbites on this? Are beats on this planet or?
No, I'm from a war-torn planet, and I was
Wait, so how did
requested to come here.
Okay.
You were what? Sorry.
So I've been here for a while. Like this is
okay.
kind of like my I would say maybe I've been here for a month to help with like the Inquisitor in finding cultists that were infesting this area. But
Okay.
I'm not from this hive world. I'm from like a different war-torn area. Or
Do you know what planet we're on?
Just to eject a few things for this setting. Nobody's currently working for an Inquisitor.
Okay, well then I was bought over by the Arbiters to come here and get rid of the cultists because of my determination. Determination to get rid of all the cultists. Yeah.
Yeah, and so as much as Hermione would remember after being bonked on the head, that's about it. He knows that he was brought over to this planet, but he can't remember the specifics of what planet he's on right now. Just having a minor concussion.
Okay. So I bought here. I'm not from here. I've been here for a while. I just cannot remember where I am. And I kind of know that my duty is to get rid of the cultists in this part of the High City.
He can't quite remember the actual specifics. I mean, again, if anybody had nice spicy scholastic lore skill, this would be a great time to figure out some things about where you are, which is why I always say those are not dumb skills.
What kind of lore? Imperium or
scholastic lore is what
scholastic.
Wow. Yeah, I've got cryptology, but I would assume that's not been would have come into use yet.
Is understanding ciphers and things like that.
Okay, let's.
But anyway, I throw that out there because again, it will almost always come up if you have it. But if you don't, hey, you're just surviving, right? Okay, so Severus, by virtue of your very, very good roll on searching, in this case. You actually manage to just wandering through the halls of this dead manor, and it does take quite a while. And again, everyone's starting to get pretty worn out because you've been going at this. I mean, this is turning into a marathon. What originally seemed like a race for your lives to get out of the initial area that you were captured in has turned into just this constant slog of new place, death. And survival, but you come across this decrepit machine shop that appears to be where they were doing some of the maintenance for these servitors, and in here is a rather baroque, definitely out of vogue, not not in current production, which is usually a good thing in the Imperium. You find a combi tool, which is a rather rare find, but
Messiah be praised. It is his will.
So, yeah, so having a combi tool, you can use it to attempt to reactivate your mechadendrites if you would like.
Oh, you bet your little take your pick of an object. I don't know.
Or you bet your organic bits. I would say.
Yeah, you bet your organic bits. I love it.
I'm hoping it succeeds.
All right, so what am I using here? Tech?
That's tech use, and the combi tool gives you +10, and the general nature in which they've been disabled is not complicated, so that's another +10.
As a hive worlder, because I have tech use as a basic skill, am I able to assist?
I'll say yes for another +10. Why not? So that's a +30 to your tech use test.
+30.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Tim's just watching carefully.
Yeah, I succeeded by almost 5. Agreed.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, Jace is he's standing there and he's kind of watching you do it, and he's just nodding along, like, "Yep, that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done there. Yep. I haven't seen him do anything that Yep, you got it." And slowly over a period of about 15 minutes, you just get in there with it, and just this little like deactivator thing, like on the droids from Star Trek or Star Wars, just kind of pops off with a little smoke and a flash.
Praise to the Omnissiah. I am whole again. Yeah, I would like flex my mechadendrite, get it to move around, inspect it, do this kind of thing.
After the inhibitor is removed, it goes right back into standard function. It hadn't been really tampered with or damaged in any way. It just been almost like a nerve block where they just completely cut the connection with a hard cut. And once you took that off, it just you grew your arm back.
Sorry, is this those things that are in the miniatures?
Yep.
Right?
Oh yeah.
They weren't working before?
Yeah,
they weren't.
Tell us what kind of mechadendrite, if not multiple, you have, Severus.
I've only purchased the one so far. It's the utility mechadendrite.
What's that like?
That's so cool.
That one, it's connected to my back and it comes over my shoulder. Like a typical one. What is it? Just trying to find the pages. It's under here. So,
do you guys have the actual rulebook or the PDF?
PDFs.
I've got an actual book.
I'll say both.
I might get the book.
Good. Best of luck.
Page 156.
Oh,
utility.
Damn it.
It's a 2-meter long limb. It houses a variety of tools and attachments designed to assist a tech priest in the course of holy duties. Counts as a combi tool, granting a +10 bonus to all tech use tests. It also houses 6 injector pistons, each of which may be filled with 1 dose of sacred machine oil.
Wow.
Contains an electrically powered sensor which can gust incense fumes, particularly troublesome faults. Can generate a blast of smoke every 15 minutes. It distracts people and gives a -5 penalty to weapon skill tests. It's a half action.
So kind of unfortunately, it's already a combi tool, but you needed the combi tool to turn it back on. So no.
Yep. And it also comes with a little cutting blade, used as a weapon.
Sweet.
That's amazing.
Right.
Does
that mean your meditate skills is better now too?
Yeah, so my tech skill 10 +10. Yeah, it's kind of, if I had a bit better foresight, I would have taken like a different mechadendrite, because I'm getting a +10 from the combi tool anyways, so kind of redundant.
Yeah, it's the same, like they don't stack, so it's just the attached combi tool or not. But again, if you didn't have one and then you got lucky and found one to turn your mechadendrite back on, so what are you gonna do? All praise be to the machine spirit. All power to the Wind Force.
Are we done searching this area?
I believe so.
I have a tracking skill. Can I go in front of the building and then maybe look for tracks that are leading away from here or to something, so we have an idea of where to go next?
Yeah, I'd say you could certainly do that.
Okay, so Hermione walks in front of the Gothic building we're at, and he searches the ground, searches for any footsteps. So I'm gonna roll a tracking. Any modifiers?
Not for right now.
Okay. With a degree of success of 3.9.
That's a 10. That's a good roll. Yeah, no, you can definitely you definitely get a feel for which passageways leading away from here as you go out from the manse, across the gardens, across the, like, again, this is a very large, sprawling entryway that would have been well tended at one point and has fallen to disrepair. So as you get out of that area and back into the corridors proper, that almost appear like they were built in and in and in, kind of encroaching on what used to be a much more important area. And you get back into the tunnels and you start, looking at the wear and the metal scrapings and just general detritus and leavings and how everything's in the passageways. You get a good feel for which way would lead you to the busier sections as opposed to the not busy sections, places that are more well traveled. That more people are transiting on, as opposed to some of the places that the group has been before, which are the kind of the paths less traveled.
So I tell the group that I have found tracks leading to multiple directions, but it seems that there's one that is leading to a direction where it's more commonly used. I suggest we go there.
Tib wants out, so let's just get the heck out of here.
Sure. There's nothing else of value for us in the house, right?
Not really that you can find. I mean, again, a lot of like just stuff, but nothing that.
Did Romulus find anything?
It's hard to say.
Okay, that's fine.
Check his pockets.
No.
Was there anything we could have done with with my mechadendrite now, with stuff that people are carrying? Like anything that needs fixing, or you know what I could do while we're walking along? You guys give me your pistols. I can like look at them and clean them out for you. Clean your pistol, disassemble them using my two hands, and my dendrite, it comes in and it picks it apart and like.
Yeah, make a tech use.
You could do that while you're walking?
Sure.
I
don't think it even does anything game stat. It just looks.
Well, you could take it apart and put it back together wrong.
That's pretty good.
Okay, that'd be funny.
Yeah, it looks thematic, you know.
Turns into a Lego abomination.
Oh,
all right. Okay, yeah. So
1 degree of failure ain't too bad.
That's something. Okay, so yeah, the next shot with whatever you're taking apart has a -10 to hit.
You know what? That was my stub pistol. How about that one?
Okay, so the next shot. After that, it's fine. But the next shot, like you think you got it back together, right? It seems fine, but there's just a little bit of a hitch in the hammer.
Anybody else want me to look at their weapons?
Tib says no. Tib is perfectly fine.
I don't know. You guys don't know that I failed.
Severus.
Nobody knows. Severus doesn't know.
Can you sharpen my knife?
I think Tib thinks your knife is pretty fancy and sharp as it is.
It's a mono knife. Like, I don't think it needs.
Yeah, no, the mono knife. That's about as good as it gets.
Okay.
The blade is literally like one molecule thick. Okay, so you're moving on. Where are we going?
Man, we gotta like try to enslave or liberate one of these servitors and get them to work for us. That would be cool.
All right, so.
Whoa, where are we?
Okay. All right, so as you're going down through the highways and byways of the Underhive, going through the tunnels, up, down, left, right. Again, just general following this path that Hermione is leading you down.
Where's my token?
Oh, you died. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
He fell off of a gantry, and that was that. But fortunately, he brought you to this place we're at now. Get get you a token out there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, my token's the old one too.
Yeah.
Can I just drag a new one on there?
I think so.
It's so easy to find a token for Warhammer. Like so many images everywhere.
We can't control our tokens, so you know.
I know. These are things I set up and then never came back to touch again.
Cool.
But don't have no fear. Have no fear. It'll all be fine. It's gonna be all right.
Oh, there's two tips.
I don't know. Ignore the tip behind the curtain.
Oh, he's a giant.
Don't forget Romulus.
Chase the giant. All right.
Giant.
Kanye the giant barbarian. Okay.
And Romulus.
Everybody good. Oh yeah, Romulus. He fell off a gantry as well.
You gotta kill him as soon as possible. Rev.
No, I guess at this point he's a key player for some reason.
And whoa, he's my favorite character right now. Just
you gotta like when these like random like throwaway NPCs just develop a personality. Okay, so all of that administrative work out of the way, the passageway turns sharply before you, and you're greeted by a blast of humid air, and the echoing thunder of great machinery grows louder. In front of you, the passageway ends in a gaping metal doorframe labeled Vault 13. Just like that, Vault 13. Surrounded by faded hazard markings, beyond which can be seen a vast, high chamber. So whereas the other place was big, this place is equally as large. Very, very big. The Great Vault is an irregular space, hundreds of meters across, whose greenish plate metal walls ascend to unguessed-at heights above whose floor is littered with a haphazard maze of cages, crates, and containers set about hulking machine hoists, gaping pits, and tanker domes.
Wow.
High above the ground, at the center of this echoing space, a trio of great luminal spheres are suspended on chains like pale artificial moons. Beneath their sickly light, you can see masked figures move between a cluster of burning gas braziers and hammering machinery. And behind them, the skeletal framework of an elevator shaft ascends between the false moons high into the darkness above.
I am going to use, let's see, a awareness skill to see who these fellows are, because they seem like warriors, but I don't know if they're gangers, right?
See who are?
The three fellows worker.
Can I help? Wait, whoa, okay.
Tips blind as a bat.
Okay, so just for my notification, do you guys have map fog turned on? You should, but
We
Yes,
did.
correct.
Yes.
okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, so you guys should just see your kind of group right now.
Yeah, bit of the floor.
Yep. So yeah, that's kind of where you're at, and then if you want to go places, just kind of tell me where you want to go. You can ping or draw, and then we can kind of determine things from there.
How do I do that?
So you said there were three
Oh, okay.
figures in the middle, or was that the three lights in the middle? Sorry.
Yeah, the three lights are just like these very large lumen globes that are suspended like way up into the space. Again, this thing kind of ascends so high that you've got like a little bit of a atmosphere going on. You've got some cloud formation, and they kind of loom out of that. So it's what's casting the sickly yellow light down onto the whole of this vault.
Okay.
This massive inside-outside space. Like, it's so big that it kind of feels like you're outside, but it's still very clearly by the walls you can see as you come in an interior room. And you can kind of see towards the center of the vault, which we'll reveal as we get to it. There's a very large lift that is the only main structure going up out of this place.
This place is very large. Let's not attract attention yet. Let's slowly sneak around till we find out more information. We don't know if these are cultists or not.
Well, why don't we all roll awareness like we did to see what they look like?
Well, that's why I say it really just depends on which way you want to go, and then based on which way you go, there are some things, and we'll deal with that as they come. The periphery of Vault 13, it's like a vast abandoned dockyard. It's filled with scores of empty cargo containers, some of which are covered in what looks like the dust and cobwebs of centuries. So it's clearly in various states of use. The floor is thick with dirt and detritus, and piles of nameless containers, corroded machine parts, and rusted drums lay stacked haphazardly everywhere. Along with these are more bizarre objects as well: broken statuary, long dead trees, stone architectural columns in neat rows. There's actually a pleasure barge careened on its side, and even a gaudy circus ride, half concealed under some yellow plastic wrap. So again, just this general scrum of detritus, like everything that somebody was like, I don't need this anymore, put it in storage, and they just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it in until it hit the back wall, and then they just started piling it on top of that.
Okay, so it looks like a work area, so we do awareness. Don't have any weapons on them?
I'm sorry?
Do we even see anything? I mean, like other humans or other
right now,
creatures?
no. Right now, no. Again, all you can see is all this pile crap. Like there's just all these crates and containers and shipping containers, and again statuary and a circus ride. Like there's just all this garbage just everywhere. So it kind of depends on which way you want to go, as where there may or may not be things to see.
Okay.
It always talk to the three people.
Can I say that this place seems very large? Let's figure out the edges of it first. So let's maybe go towards the left or the right and figure out where the edges of this large area ends at.
By all means, lead the way, Arbites.
So I'm probably, if everyone's okay with it, I am going to go to the left where I pinged.
Okay.
Is your guy wearing armor?
I have mesh armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's part of
Hermione is above and beyond the level of tank of everyone else in the group.
Wait, what armor rating is mesh armor?
It's not that great. It's 4 for the body. That's it.
Better than 0.
4 is pretty good. 4 is pretty good.
Okay. But only the body, though. I'm waiting to get my light power armor.
Lead the way.
Okay, so,
might have to.
Yep, I go left. Do I move it or do you move it?
You just ping where you wanted to move. So
Yep. To the left.
Tib will go to the right.
Why are we going different ways?
What? Yes.
Because he's Tib.
And Tib's being insulted like 3 times, being called a mutant by this guy.
There you go.
Okay.
All right,
Everyone else?
Where Hermione's going, Tib's going. Where's Tib going?
Tib's going to the right.
I'm going with this guy who's got like the bigger gun.
Yeah.
I got armor on, so I'm mushy.
I'm following the guy with the big guns there.
All right, so Tib is gonna go here.
Severus will say we should make our way eventually to that lift. I think going up is better than going down. Or
Wait, that's not Tib. That's
That's his Tib.
Yeah, Jason's just the hooded one back king.
We must have patience, Severus. Could be danger around. There's no use rushing and getting killed.
All right, so
wait, who went by themselves?
That'd be Tib. Tib's got armor, so I can just run back maybe.
Oh, that one's Tib? Okay.
Yep.
So I kind of whisper yell. I don't know if that's a thing, but Guardsman, what are you doing by yourself?
What?
What are you doing by yourself? Come with the group.
I do some war cant, like doing like, what are you talking about?
Jason's gonna war cant back. Why are you going off on your own?
It worked because he has
Let him go. Let him go and die.
I look at him and I'm like, oh, damn Xenos mutants, and then shrug off, and then continue on.
And I work it back. What did he call me?
No, I didn't say it. I thought it in my mind.
It doesn't matter. Just come with the group. The rest of us want to go this way.
Fine, Tib follows along out of confusion.
Statistics indicate that staying with a group increases your chances of survival.
All right, so group on the left. Roll
Tib.
silent move.
Roll. Sorry, what?
Silent move or
Silent
concealment.
I'm terrible at that.
At plus 20, by virtue of there being a bunch of junk around.
Oh, terrible at this.
Oh boy, who's ready for my 19?
I can't move silently.
I failed.
Oh, I didn't fail.
Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Severus just bumps his foot.
Severus is he's too distracted. He's looking at all the gear, all the stuff lying around, and he's just kind of calculating. He's like, oh, I could get that, use that.
Yeah, and by constant virtue of humor, Romulus rolled a 22. So with the plus 20, he's fine. He's the sneaky son of a bitch.
Hilarious.
So good.
All right, so so Severus, I mean, yeah, you're not the sneakiest man in the group, but by virtue of everyone else coming with you, they very much hush you along and just kind of like, you don't know how you're being sneaky, but everyone else knows how to make you sneaky, and they just kind of like, I don't want to say pick you up and like carry you, but that's functionally what's happening. And so as the group ventures forward and accidentally unreveal the revealed area, you notice that there are two gentlemen over here who do not look very, very nice.
They don't look savory.
No. They are clad in crude cloth and flayed skins, and they are just reeking foul things who can barely be considered humans. They grunt at each other and are speaking in some kind of sub-hive dialect. If you speak scum, I forget what the underhive language is.
Romulus is scum.
I would take offense to that, sir.
Well, I'm not there because he's at this class. Is it this class of scum?
That of course, precludes that I actually gave him a class and made a character sheet. It's gutter. The secret tongue would be gutter, but I do think Romulus probably would speak it.
So, I see ahead.
Oh my God, Romulus, what are you doing? He rolled a 7. He rolled a 7. So yeah, Romulus can tell that they're just talking about dinner. I mean, it's completely useless information. They ate like, somebody. They shouldn't have, but they think they tasted pretty good. It's not necessarily like their everyday thing. It seems like it was kind of a treat. But yeah, one of the people who didn't make it, they got the leg, just roasted it up.
So they're cannibals.
But not exclusively.
Well, I mean, they killed someone to eat them, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you eat one person and that doesn't, it makes you I mean, come on, like.
It sure does.
You stop eating fish for 1 week and that makes you carnivore. I don't know.
You can say space for me.
So I'll say to the group, I see 2 ahead. They seem to be eating humans, which is illegal in the Imperium of Man.
I'm pretty sure only Romulus understood that conversation.
He didn't relay it back to us?
Well, he definitely would have relayed that they're not the most savory sort. In my line of work, it helps to know how to talk to the help, and so yes, I understand what they're saying, and it's quite uncouth. Quite uncouth.
These are definitely mutants against what the Imperium believes in. I say we take them down nice and fast. Any objections?
No. I mean, we could always
have at it. Have at it.
Romulus is the largest. We could always feed him to them. And then this is like the first time you've heard Severus crack a joke. He just doesn't even laugh though, but he's like
Romulus is definitely concerned and like
intimidated to protect
I
them.
only meant that in a jocular fashion.
You need to recalibrate your systems, man. Your human circuits are
I've noticed that on the here there's like rocks or boxes. Is that cover or how does that work?
Yeah, it's like a wall of junk.
Perhaps it's best if you quiet types sneak up. I can stand here and try to shoot at them from far. I'm not very good at this kind of environment.
I mean, just, shooting would be loud. I'll just, throw that out there, but do with it what you want to do with it. It's up to you, of course.
Why don't I stay near these crates and I point over here and draw my pistol on them, but I'll wait, and if some of you wish to sneak up and take them out silently, that would be ideal. And if they spot you and a firefight breaks out, I'll start shooting as well.
Yeah, I will say shooting like from far away through this cover over here would be a little bit more difficult than normal. That you could post up directly on the cover and kind of shoot directly through it, but if you're farther back, then you're going to be trying to like do a wanted weave the bullet through. Just as an aside.
Yeah, I just think like speaking out of character, if I try to sneak up with you guys, like it's gonna not end well.
Probably not.
Probably best for me to stay up.
There's only one person in the whole group who can sneak.
I can sneak, but I got one hit, I'm dead.
Well, like, again, at the point we're at, like, everyone already did all their stealth checks against these opponents, so they really don't know what you guys are doing. So you have a fairly free I mean, they're just talking about how tasty dinner was, and they're supposed to be patrolling, but clearly they're not.
So Chase is gonna go there, and we're gonna be ready to shoot.
I'm like,
So you have,
Hermione, give me your gun. I could sneak up on him and take one out.
You want to take my weapon given to me by the Imperium of Man? That cannot be. I am a law abider. I must hold my weapon and destroy all Xenos and mutants and cultists.
Yeah, but you need me. You could trust me. Nobody could hear me.
I will.
You don't have a ranged weapon at all, Octus?
I have a knife. I'm good at the close combat.
I'll give him the pistol that I was carrying.
Well, thank you.
Got a stub revolver with 3 bullets.
So feel free to arrange yourselves around this situation as you see fit. Trying not to you can't just walk like out here or whatever. But outside of that, you have fairly free reign to get in most of what I would call like kind of this area here.
I would caution you against using the pistol though. That stub revolver will make a lot of noise. And now his character is -10 for the first shot.
Yes, that is correct. But it's also another -10 for Octus because of fatigue.
Yep.
Oh, and you're fatigued.
Octus is a tired boy.
Okay.
He's been waiting on a nap for like 5 weeks now.
Does 11 levels of fatigue do anything specific or no?
Really, no. There's some systems to make it kill you, but that's boring. So we're just rolling with it.
Tim just wandered around, still looking for food. After he heard another racial slur, he just.
Yeah, I think basic raw for fatigue is just it takes a long time to recover it. So it's really just adding to the he still has to
sleep it off.
Yeah.
So it's just minus to all my rolls, right?
-10 to all your rolls.
Just a -10 to stuff you want to do.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty nasty mechanic, but again, there's not other than that, and making you pass out, which sometimes can be very bad. Other than that, it's just one of those well, it's where I'm at. I'm tired. You need a nap.
Karakeb, I'm here, but I can't really put my character there. But I'm like I have my weapon posted on top of the debris, using it as cover. So my arm and my head is exposed. Yep. Okay, I'm ready to start.
Yeah, that's one. You can hold Alt while positioning your character just to have a little bit more not in the box control.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah. So again, there could be other people in this giant hangar space if you all start shooting, but do you?
We could also just walk around the other way.
Or talk to them.
I'm liking
all available.
I'm liking to walk around the other way. This looks like a big fight.
Does Tib see anything past those crates in front of him? Because he's like on the other.
Oh yeah, Tib, do you want to explore some more?
Tib's like moving slowly, so he like they're furthest. So like around my regeneration,
if you climb up on those crates and stuff, you look around, you're gonna see pretty much the current area near you is fairly clear.
So I mean, yeah, we could just go back.
Tip's just gonna move up here and just like slowly walk.
Yeah, you can go ahead and move.
I can't move my character, but I'm just pinging.
Yeah.
Can I talk to everybody from the distance I'm at? Will it be alerting? Like just talk in general?
Yes. Now I can. So Tip's like in between these crates.
I would say you would have, again, these two guys are completely oblivious, and you would have time to talk before you actually went moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go and fix everybody's
I mean, so I would tell the group, I'm always willing to destroy anything that goes against the Imperium of Man, but if you feel that there's a wiser choice, I am willing to listen.
Okay, do I see any more people from my position? Because I'm more ahead. Like, specifically here, and here.
Maybe it'd be better to get some more intel before we start attacking. Find out if there's anyone else in here.
And Tibbs says, well, Tibbs a bit stupid, so. Hello?
He just yelled out hello.
Okay. Me? No, nothing. Nobody responds. Nobody hears you.
This is stupid. I can't believe that worked. Nothing happened.
But yeah, I think we should go along more of the right-hand side and maybe potentially avoid a fight altogether right now.
I'm gonna just go roll random search to see if it sees any food, because like this is a shipping area.
Well, it's less of a shipping area and more of like, the storage unit down on I-95 that nobody uses.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, so, it's dirt and sealed up containers. Maybe if you cracked into them, there might be something, but from what you can find, it's all mostly just junk.
Tip's just gonna look down here.
Okay, let's see. So the little this guy right here, this is actually like a gas jet cluster. So it's a cluster of like gas vents that just like periodically out a plume of flame, and a couple of them are like constantly on, and some of them like fire up to off gas some kind of react. Who knows what it is? But somewhere else there's just little jets of fire coming out of those little target marks there.
Sound and smells of machinery.
I guess Tip kind of like backs up a bit and just moves toward here, looking down further down the corridor.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, if you're moving there, I'm gonna have you roll stealth, Tib.
Well, Tip's just like walking around like casually.
Well, sure, but okay.
If I
guess they'll just roll awareness then. Nope. they're oblivious as all can be. They are so very happy to just be talking about how good their meal was, and just everything was great. So yeah, that's pretty much where you've gotten to at this point.
That's hilarious. Tibbs just like walking around casually.
So what are you guys just gonna stand staring at these guys? What do you want to do?
I am ready to take the shot.
Hermione and I think we should sneak around.
What I've been trying to get us is just to snake around and avoid a fight altogether. Because
Well, I mean, you have a grenade.
That'll attract more.
Guardsmen, do you fear these mutants?
It's not that I'm afraid, nor do I think they're mutants to begin with. It's just logically, why are we trying to pick fights when only one of us has gear?
Your logic is sound.
This is
For one as fleshy as him, it is logical.
It would be standard practice to
die for the Imperium.
Emperor's tools in good repair. You all being the tools of the Emperor, of course, right?
Okay, I will move to, and he sighs and looks at the other guardsman. I will move to the other guardsman. He seems to be doing the right thing.
Wait, Tibbs like far away. Like if you're talking about Jace is like right, but Tibbs like.
Yeah, I mean this is again a very much exploded area, so it's much bigger than it looks. But you know, you guys are the only ones moving around in there, so if you're looking for each other, you probably Tim's just walking around at this point. So you'll probably find him without too much.
Copying Octus's tactics from the pit.
So yeah, Jace is just gonna move more like
Severus
through the right side, and
Hermione will follow Jace as well.
I'm Tibbs not noticing there. I'm following, walking like casually, like not caring whatsoever, just looking for an exit or some food. So Tibbs like, as they're following Tib, he makes it up the year without even knowing.
Okay, so as Tib gets there,
Well, they're right behind Tib.
I was gonna say, yeah, the rest of the groups, move up, of course, because that's where it really starts to open up quite a bit. Give me a second here. It's pretty much open for the rest of this, and then there's some stuff over here that gets a little more clustered.
Does Tibbs see an elevator?
Yeah, so you get out. There's some more of those gas jet clusters. This area right here, where the 3 is, you can see that appears to be. Excuse me. I gotta find the 73 notes that I've got here. So, this area with the 3, it appears to be kind of like an active holding, an activity area, where there are a number of beasts, both similar to the ones that you guys fought in the pit, as well as other more esoteric breeds, large birds, ape-like creatures, things of those natures that appear to be in holding to go to other bloodsport fights in different pits, potentially. There are a number of slavers in this location, not currently pictures, as well as one is actually using the gas vent over there to earn a small spit of meat of some sort, and it's roasting some meat on the fire. The other thing that really draws your attention is this this pod over here. Okay, so yes, there are several slavers at the main elevator, which is the number 1. So that's kind of the main elevator, but there's also this pod over here that draws your attention. especially Jace and Tib, you would recognize this as a standard Departamento Munitorum unit designed to be deployed by Dropcraft into war zones. So it's dirty and it's got some superficial damage on the outside, but it's very clearly got the markings of a field hospital pod. Belonging somewhat incongruously to the Margin Crusade, and that'd be kind of general guard knowledge that you guys would be able to dredge up just from your background. And when you look over, you see the pod's single entrance. It's guarded by a slaver that's standing sentry, and he's just standing there, and he's got a rifle. He's holding this rather large rifle-looking weapon. Yeah.
Can you put a token on where the enemy is?
Yeah, let me just get some tokens out here, because there's quite a few just scattered around.
Tib, your mouth must be watering watching that steak.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he would definitely be.
Tib is tempted to walk up to barter with them for food.
Are they animals?
No.
Or are they...
There are animals in cages.
Yeah, just like I say, everything is clearly not to scale because the real grid sections are the tiny ones. So I'll just throw a couple of cultists.
Yes, I succeeded in auto aware to see how these guys look. Do they look friendly? Would they be willing to talk to us instead of just randomly enslave us?
No, they look.
No, they look very not nice. Not nice at all. So that's kind of like a general spread of what you see, more to the tinier scale. Again, this place is very, very large.
Arkareb, would I be able to use attempt a Medicae test again on...
Tib has idea. Jace, you have grenade. We throw a grenade at Pit causes chaos, we walk around, and if they die from animals, it happens.
Where do you want me throwing the grenade?
Yeah, I'll take the grenade. I have the armor. And I'm going to toss it.
That doesn't answer my question, Tib. That does not answer my question.
I was going to throw it at the cage.
You want to throw it at the cages.
Monsters go out. They start yelling. They cause sound. Creatures get attracted to sound. Then we walk around. If they kill them, they kill them. If
That's
not,
even if the cages get damaged by the grenade enough to let them out.
And the explosion doesn't kill the things in the cages before it breaks the cage.
The Tib is just gonna walk around.
Can I look?
But we need the medical supplies.
Sorry, Severus, what would you like to do?
I just want to know if it's possible to use my Medicae, try another Medicae skill. Enough time has passed.
No, definitely not. You've basically walked a little bit, and now you're in the middle of, you can't rest while enemies are nearby.
Okay. Sorry, Octus.
We need to somehow get to the medical supplies.
Wait.
So that we can fix up Octus.
Wait, Tib has idea. Grenade, distraction. No grenade of those two. They come all running down. Severus can unlock cages. They'll be screaming and yelling and attract beasts.
That's a foolish plan.
Yeah, that plan does
Feels
not.
like once you become a hammer, all your problems start to look like nails, kind of thread.
Yeah.
What? Tib is subject things to distraction.
What's number 5 over there? That looks like machinery.
That appears to be the large, winch mechanism that brings
the elevator
up. The elevator, as well as cages, not gantries, but cages, mostly cages, and the elevator. It's got a lot of chains running in all kinds of directions, and winches and overhead hooks that you can see are latched to the roof. So it appears to be like how they kind of maneuver all the general detritus in this vault around, or how they did it at one point in time.
And 4 is like pits full of slaves.
So from looking at our current situation, the first target we need to take out is the person by the cages, so that they don't have time to let the animals out, therefore causing us more problems.
Well, I don't think these animals are trained. They only do attract a sound, and I have a last.
There's also birds that can see. They're not blind dogs.
Okay, no need to be sarcastic. Tib doesn't like that. Second of all, what's 4 pits full of slaves?
It's just pits and cages. I wouldn't say it's slaves. It's more of just other holding cells, just general, like, fighting monsters and stuff.
Tib is just gonna continue walking down. Like, what's not? Tib can see.
I asked the group, is anyone able to take out the 2 that we saw earlier silently to not alert the other 4? Maybe they have weapons that we can then use to attack the other 4.
No. Tib doesn't want to risk that.
The only person who we have that can stealthily do stuff is severely wounded, so he's not in a state to...
Again, and I'll just keep throwing this out there. You guys already rolled stealth. You were good at stealth. You're sneaking around this area without much issue. It's covered in lots of cover. There's a decent amount of sounds happening from, winch chains moving and the flame jets flaming and all that fun stuff, to where this isn't like, you're not in some tranquil field where you're going to step on one twig and it's going to go snap and then everyone looks at you, Like, this is...
Wait, hold on. Can we just push the guy in the flame? That's just like, I just casually just walk around and suddenly I just push him into the flame.
I mean, I'm not going to say you can't do that.
Okay, what's like down here? Like, can I see?
Let's see. Are you just walking like normal, or?
Yeah, I'm just walking like normal.
At least keep your head down, you fool.
Fortunately for everyone involved, they're fairly oblivious.
Not.
Yeah, we should come up with a plan. We need to come up with a better plan here.
Over here, keeping it everyone
something quick before our luck runs out.
Okay, I agree that time is running out. I think we take the 2 out as quietly as possible. It doesn't seem very hard in this loud environment. I have a knife. I can attempt that. Anyone? Can we have 2 or 3 more people? The more attackers, and just get them down as quick as possible.
If Tib exchanged a club for the knife with Buckus, Tib could maybe take down one of them real quick. Tib's have like a weapon skill level of 28, so it's unlikely. So Tib does not volunteer for this, and someone else has a high.
Anyone else have a knife on them?
I have a club.
Club will work.
5 meters per square?
You gave me your club, so I mean, unless we all... Oh wait, what if we getting out? I do have good strength, and I have the takedown skill.
But oh my god, now we're finally getting with the idea. It's not one person goes and does the one thing for everybody.
Okay, hold on. First of all, I was not doing everything for everybody. I was
I'm going to move close to this one and get ready to take him down. Pick a target.
Hold on. Why are we doing those 2 and not the 2 up to our north?
Oh, sorry.
And instead, so that we can clear, because those 2 aren't a problem for us anymore. As it stands, they might be a problem later.
Hold on. Sneak over to the right. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Okay. And anyone else joining me?
Yeah.
Can Tib just walk up and they just scratch them, and Tib just goes high and just suddenly just grabs this guy right, doing a takedown.
Well, I think takedown's just bonus damage.
No, I think hold on.
Is my
the assassin is injured, but he's still capable to fight. Correct?
Yeah, he's still fine.
Omega, you want to join us?
Make a special attack this time. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow behind you guys.
Yep.
Stay in the shadows.
Okay, so I guess on the count of 3, or on Tib's takedown, we all rush the other one and then kind of take him out as quick as possible.
Hold on, let me look at takedown. I gotta find her this.
Yeah, so it's a half action. So your first action is probably going to be a charge.
Takedowns, make a special attack to stun you.
Yeah, but you have to use it as a half action. So I think the first attack for everybody is going to be a charge, just because by virtue of not necessarily being additionally stealthy in this.
Is this possible? Like, as I charge, I try to reach for his mouth and then like stab him in the neck.
You can certainly try that.
Okay, that's what I'm going to try. I don't know if it's going to work.
You know, bonk them all to death and they all die. So everyone who wants to charge, is that everybody?
Hold on, can I just walk up, do the takedown?
Where did Cerberus go? Where's Cerberus' token?
I'm trying to contribute, but people are just jumping it. Are my abilities working again? Like my Lumen Blast and that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did we lose him?
I think his token's under Octus, because the one of the two of them needs to do ult as they move.
Can you guys hear me okay though?
Yeah.
We can hear you fine.
It's just was wondering where token was.
Since they're a bit oblivious to me, can I just do the takedown and with an intimidation I'm silent?
Yeah, you need to roll move silent to sneak up on them.
I'm not just like sneaking up on them. They're oblivious. Maybe they think I'm another one of them.
No, like I said, if you want to sneak up to them without charging, you'll need to roll move silent.
Okay, can I charge with intimidation, like fierce look?
I mean, you're certainly gonna have a fierce look on your face. You're charging them with the intent to, end their life. So that'd be kind of standard course.
Well, can I intimidate them, both of them? We'll still try to stun one of them into being stunned. Intimidation.
No.
Dang it. I'll just try
run up
to
and bonk them, or you can try to sneak up and then do the takedown attack special.
Fine, I'll just run up and bonk them with the club I have.
Okay, everybody, try to bonk them. Go ahead.
Okay, let's go.
So you're gonna get a +10 from charging, unless you have special things to get you better than that. And you're also gonna get let's see, there's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is another +10.
Since we surround them on all sides, we all get +20.
And they're not aware, so it's an ambush. Do we get a plus something for that?
Yeah, it's surprise, so you get +30.
That's 50.
So,
That's +50?
Yeah.
And how do I roll a knife attack?
So it's your weapon skill, and then plus
There's no button to
modifier.
press for weapon skill.
If you mouse around it, I think the word weapon skill.
Oh, the word. Okay, I'm gonna go weapon skill, and then modifier is 50.
Yep.
And Tib.
Tib just
And watch me miss.
He's not doing well. I'm gonna have to roll on Discord.
No, why am I the only one hitting? Why are we repeating this?
Hold on. This seems important. I'm gonna use a fate point.
Okay.
Okay, where's fate points?
Failed.
Should be down at the bottom.
We had
Of your
such a
character
large
sheet?
chance to
I have
win.
3. I'll use one more, so that's... Oh, so current is
70% chance. This is just like
3,
XCOM.
and then 2. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll. God, how did I miss that?
That is
That is
insane.
horrendous.
Yeah, I'm rolling on Discord now because I'm screwing up so badly. And
Oh, really?
Go play
first
with it.
dice,
I mean,
There.
Keep it on
2.6 degrees of success.
fine.
There you go. Okay, yeah. So we got 2 hits. Are you guys both attacking the same target?
I'm attacking the upper one.
Is Octus also getting a charge attack in?
No.
Is it wrong?
I'm just staying in the shadows watching you guys make fools out of yourselves.
I mean, you can jump in, Octus. They're very much outnumbered.
Can you join me? Because I'm kind of messing up this one up.
No, I'm not jumping in. No, I'm just staying in the shadows watching you guys. That's my character's just has his knife.
Better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Does Romulus do anything?
Octus doesn't believe that.
No, Romulus, he doesn't have a weapon.
Oh, that's fine.
Did Jace also hit? Oh, Jace did hit?
Yeah, I hit. No,
right.
no, only me and you hit.
Oh boy! All right.
So
Which one did you go for, Jace?
I went for the top one.
So did I.
So club is 1d10 plus strength.
Yep.
Knife is 1d5.
Whoa! Nice.
You just probably killed him if you
Alright,
do enough
let's
damage.
see, what are they wearing?
Oh, sorry, wrong one. There, that one. There we go.
And he still does 7.
Right, rending. Primitive. If they have armor, they get double armor.
Yeah, they do have armor, but it's primitive armor, so that, it all washes out primitive on primitive, so let's see. They don't have a stat line. I love it. Alright. Sorry about that. I had all their stat line and everything set up, and for some reason they decided to make this more difficult on me. So, what do we get? Let's see. Where'd you wonk up?
You flip it, right? So 26.
I wonked it at I got a 55, so I wonked it at a 55 area. That's a body, right?
26 is one of the arms. They don't have any armor on their arms, so yeah, that one is 10. Yeah, okay, he's bonked. He's fully bonked.
Total kill.
Oh, sorry. For the Righteous Fury, you have to roll another attack roll at the same modifier as the previous attack roll to confirm if you get it or not.
Okay, so we
So
do
same weapon
this.
skill plus 50.
Okay. So let's go here. Modifier.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's dead. Your club impacts his arm, and it just crunches the shoulder and keeps going, and just like somehow this again righteous emperor given fury just mashes him to the deck, almost like some fury of God just came down upon him, and he's just gone. I mean, snapped in two almost, just a red meaty blur. And one moment he's standing, and the next moment he's dead, just completely dead. Organs mulched and just blood coming out of his horrible breather grill. Yeah, so he's a dunzo. He's a dunzo. As far as the knife stab goes, he's dead. He's very much dead. He's very dead.
Is it possible that I see that he goes down, I kind of run through and then stab the other one?
It all kind of happened at the same time.
Okay,
cool. You can't tell if your stab took him out or if the club did, but I think you both are kind of acknowledging that he was clubbed to death. All right, roll initiative.
Just a D10, right?
A D10 plus your agility bonus. And I almost feel bad taking the turn order tracker out here, but why not, right?
And that plus my agility bonus would be... I would have 8.
I got a 6.
Sorry, I'm back. Did someone roll initiative for me?
No.
How do I roll initiative? What dice?
It's a D10 plus your agility bonus, which is going to be the tens place of your agility stat.
Agility, right? So my agility is 31. So
it'll be a plus 3.
Roll 1d10.
There's also an initiative
plus
button on the sheet, by the way.
Oh, I did that wrong.
Yeah, the button doesn't let you add a modifier though.
Is there an initiative roll button?
If you select your token and then scroll down to just above armor, from AG.
Wait. Say that again. Select my token.
Yep. So if you click on your token, right, it should then have a blue box around it, and then go to your character sheet. And then scrolling down to the segment where you see movement or just above armor, there's a left button that is from AG.
From AG, yep.
Yep. So if you click that, that should. But if you get.
Click your token first.
There we go.
Nice.
13.
And then if you get any bonuses, you can do the math in the right portion of that for the custom button to do it all for you.
Okay. I got it.
Oh, really? Is that how it works? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, if you do it from AG, but the other one's in there in case you have the talent that lets you double it.
Oh, from AG, from agility. I was trying to figure that out.
Well, high rollers also get a +1 to initiative.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so other modifiers may exist. But either way, Hermian, Jace, Octus, Tib.
Tib's got an 8 plus 4. 4 plus 4. 8.
How did I get it? My damage on the knife is 1d5. How did I get 7 damage? How is that even possible?
And it adds your strength to it.
Yep.
Oh, but it doesn't say plus. Oh, it does. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, the damage of all melee weapons is plus your strength bonus.
So a club would always be better than my knife? I would have thought the opposite.
Yeah.
Baseball bat would hurt pretty bad, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's...
I mean.
Okay, finish off the other guy, and I will take another swing.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the other one with my club now. So I put away my knife. I see how effective the club was, so I put away my knife and I take out my big ass club.
Did you have
Do you have quick draw?
I do not.
And you sort of gave me the club?
That's a half action.
Then I'm gonna use my knife and charge in.
Okay, so you're already in combat with him, so you have a couple options. You can do what's called an all-out attack, which gives you a +20 to hit, but you also can't dodge or parry in your turn, or you can take a half-action aim, which is a +10 to hit, and then a half-action to stab him.
Okay, I will do the aim and then stab him.
Yeah, so that's a +10. You're outnumbering him, and now that his friend is dead, you're outnumbering him 3-1, which is a +20.
So plus 30.
So
Hold on, do you have that skill, like a double team?
Not yet. I will get that eventually.
Yeah, and if you have that, that'd be plus more. So that's, again, the main thing about this is those modifiers can get pretty good, and it is important to lean on them.
4.5 degree of success.
61, that's a body, so you're stabbing him in the body. Go for it.
Okay.
Put me on the tracker. I got it 6. Initiative.
4.
4 is it. Your knife kind of digs in, and it just bites into his armor a little bit, and then wiggles around. And it doesn't seem like it really did much.
Oh man.
Okay, Tib's gonna take that swing, and what's that bump?
It's +20 from us outnumbering. If you wanted to aim, it's in a +10, or your all-out attack is another +20.
Tib has good armor, but Tib doesn't risk any damage because we don't know what's going to go in the future. Tib will take the +30.
$52, that's the body. Go for it.
And how much damage does a club do?
1d10.
D10
Thank
plus
you.
strength bonus.
10. 6, that'll be 9 damage.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You crack him in the chest, and it definitely doesn't look like it felt very good. He's not a happy camper.
So I'm going to just all-out attack.
It's just the memes where it's like a guy on the ground and you're all just wham, 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 wham.
No.
Nope. That will not.
I am going to use a fate point.
Okay.
I love how you just all start using fate points. You start play.
And smoke them if you got them, right? That's what they say.
There we go.
And that will hit.
Damn.
5 plus what's your strength?
It does it automatically
Oh.
in the math.
All right. So, and you hit him in the 43, which is again, it's always punch him in the body. You get him a good bonk, but it kind of just slams into the leathers on his chest, and it doesn't seem to do much more than make him exhale a little louder than normal.
Well, that's good. He can't scream.
Severus.
Yeah, if I wanted to shoot him, is it one of those situations where if I miss, it might hit somebody else?
Yes.
I think if you shoot,
so
you'll
you're
alert the rest of
in
them.
melee with him, so you can shoot, but that's going to be at a -20. But you don't have since you're in melee, you're not going to have any issues with shooting any of your teammates. But it would also be loud.
Does a lumen blast make a lot of noise?
That's a good question. I don't know. Does it sound like it makes a lot of noise?
I don't know. Lumen means light. It's bioelectrical energy.
Well, what's the what's the
Crackling
stat line say, right?
It's a crackling ball of energy, so it's energy attack. Using your electroinductors, you create a crackling ball of bioelectric energy that you may fling at your foes. Do a
It would
ballistic test.
definitely be bright, and it would possibly, I don't know how loud it would be, but it could attract attention, I'll say that.
All right, I'll just bonk him. I'll just hit him with the hook. I think that's what I'm using, right? That's... All right, so I'll just do a ballistic attack with how much? Like plus
Weapon
what?
skill. Weapon skill.
Yeah, but what's our bonuses for surrounding and...
So outnumbering him 3 to 1, you get a +20. And then depending on what you want to do, you have the main options of like a regular melee attack and an aim,
all-out attack.
half aim, or an all-out attack. So it's +10 or +20.
All right, so all-out attack, so it's +30. Yeah, hit him.
That'll hit. All-out attack would be +40 total.
Oh, +40. Okay, so it was even higher.
But either way, you hit.
I don't have... How did you guys get the weapons in your stats quickly, or is there a way, or...
There should be a section on your character sheet that has melee weapons and ranged weapons. I just have the club typed out.
You typed it in. Anybody know what a hook does? Is that like an
Yeah,
improvise?
meat hook's 1d10.
Why don't I just roll 1d10 for now, and then...
Plus your strength bonus.
So 1d10 plus... Cybernetic one. No, that's not right. Oh, sorry. It was so it's 1 plus 2. So it's only like 3 damage.
Yeah, no, that same kind of deal. You're not quite getting the hook into anything, so you just kind of bonk him with the flat of it. All right, Octus.
Octus is just he's staying back.
You, bud.
No, I'm standing back.
He's right there. Just jump off and stab him right in the head.
No.
You have the knife and you are at an advantage.
No, you guys can handle it. I'm gonna sit back and relax. Let you guys fight over this guy. You should be able to handle it.
I mean, you can charge.
It's gonna be his turn to,
4 on 1.
He could scream.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
he
it's gonna
attacks.
be his
I hope
turn
he
next.
attacks Tib. Make him attack Tib.
Okay, Tim did not do that on purpose.
Well, he's got a grudge against you, man.
It's about to get real.
But if he screams, he's gonna alert the rest of them. And it's gonna turn into a firefight, which we'll get surrounded.
I can't.
And they'll pick off the weak.
I can't fight with all my damage. I got -10.
Well, technically, you're not fighting. You'll just
No,
be
you're only
jumping
at 4 crit. You're fine.
Well, I got fatigue. I got -10. I got 10 fatigue. My weapon skill is 26. So I'm going to need like a 20. I have to roll 20. All right? And then my luck, he's going to attack me.
So 26 is...
fine, that's fair.
You know, if that's your weapon skill, is it with the -10?
-10 and then the crit, right?
Well,
Your
no,
weapon skill is 26? Isn't he the assassin?
My weapon skill is 36, but I got a penalty.
there you go.
You're at 26. If you charge him right now, that's a +10, so that's 36. He's outnumbered 3-1, so that's a 56.
But then my fatigue and my crit. Okay.
Well, fatigue doesn't. Again, all the fatigue does is just the flat -10, and the crit is if you take more damage. But again, it's a target-rich environment.
Okay, so
for my free action, I look over at the assassin and I go, "Assassin, join in!"
Don't yell.
Assassin, join in!
All right, you fuckers. I gotta save your asses all the fucking time. I'm the only one who's fucking in the action.
Weren't you on the floor 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, trying to save your fucking asses. Okay, here we go. I just come in and say, fuck it. Running with the fucking knife. I hop onto the box, spring me up. I'm in the air, coming down on the thing's head. My knife. What's my total plus bonus or negative bonus?
It should be I think a 56.
You're giving me 56, so plus 20.
Well, yeah. So you're charging, which get canceled out the -10, and then you get +20 for outnumbering. Yeah.
Okay.
Doing all out attack.
And my fatigue's not gonna affect it here. I got like a boost. So plus 20.
It's just +20 because the -10 and the +10.
Okay. No, of course not. 78. 78.
Oh my god. Okay.
So yeah, I fly, I miss him, and I fucking roll. I hit the box and fall to the ground.
Yeah, it's
I go right
you
by
were
him.
feeling good there. You were feeling good there, and it really just is. You're like, fuck, I need to take a break. God damn, this is a bad week. I'm just like, I do not do this all and out brawl bullshit.
The arbiter sees the assassin fly by, miss. He looks at him, smiles.
I told
Good
you.
effort.
I told you,
The emperor
Erdman.
would be proud of you.
Fucking told you.
Can Robbie?
You're
fighting.
in the interest of him being very confused by all that's happening, he's just thinking his coworker got just beaten to death immediately, and then a bunch of people just came out of the shadows and started bonking him in the armor. So he's just what the fuck, and just like as kind of like this low effort thing, grabs his weapon off of his belt and just tries to smack the nearest person. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jace, he's gonna try to smack Jace.
Boy.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
How does dodging work?
Yeah, so he rolled a 1.
Oh god!
Oh, that's like
Yeah,
a super crit.
So how does dodging work?
Yeah, so in the terms of reactions, you have 2 standard reaction options, dodge or parry. Parry uses your weapon skill, dodge uses your dodge skill. So, if you have a weapon that can parry, which clubs should be able to unless they're unwieldy, or I think it's unwieldy.
But parry, you have to have that skill though, right?
No, parry is something you do with your weapon skill. So it's a little cheaper in terms of total investiture, but it only can be used on melee attacks, and you have to have a weapon that can parry with it, of which there are several that can't do that. It might be unbalanced. I can't remember what the The thing that
it is unwieldy or whatever you said it was.
Okay.
You can't parry with those.
Yeah. So there's some reasons why parry isn't always an option, and why dodge might be good. Dodge is again the only one that's effective against bullets. And if somebody full auto sprays you and you roll a really good dodge, you can dodge like the whole thing. So, but yeah, would you like to react to this blow?
Yes, let him react.
My dodge didn't do anything.
Okay, so he gonna bonk you, and he's bonking you right on the head. Oh!
Wow!
Join me. Join me.
Join the Cripples Club.
Oh, how much armor do you have on your head?
Since you took away my armor, 0.
Okay. What's your toughness?
My toughness is 3.
All right, so you take 11 damage to your head.
Oh man!
Ow.
How many? What's your wounds?
5 right now.
5. So you took 6 crit.
No, I'm taking all of that damage. That puts me at 5 wounds.
How many wounds do you have?
I have 17.
You have 17?
That
Holy
seems
crap.
wildly inaccurate.
Because I took sound constitution now 4 times.
Wait, you rolled a 12 from health?
I have 17 as well for wounds.
Okay. You tanky sons of bitches. That's good. That's good. Hey, okay. So yeah, in his confused, rather, I guess angered at this point state, he just grabs another meat hook that he has and just stabs you in the head with it. It just pokes a little hole right in your head. A little bit of just blood. Just like when he pulls it out, it's just fountains across and kind of spatters the area. And it's not good. You're not immediately like in a problem, but you might want to get that looked at some point. Yeah, we're back to oh my god.
Yeah, just a fun wound.
Well, fortunately, most mooks don't Righteous Fury. Otherwise, you're probably dead. So. There you go. See, Octus, it's not just you. It's anybody. It just happens.
Join the club. I love how you said that.
Well, he didn't. He's got 17 hit points, so he didn't join the club.
Yeah, significantly more soak.
More so. I don't know why I both love and hate.
Guardsmen is supposed to be squishy, right? That's why they're in squads like 15 or whatever.
No, you're forgetting you forget what we fight in comparison to a regular human.
Yeah, it's all relative. This is some random underhive slaver dude who's like, "What the fuck?" and stabs you with a knife, and you're like, "Okay."
He stabs you straight in the forehead.
But yeah, Hermione, it's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna finish him off with another nice attack. Any bonuses?
Do a
same plus 10 or plus 20 for outnumbering, and then plus 10 or plus 20 for what kind of attack you take.
Don't roll yet.
So aim. I'm gonna aim. So plus 30 altogether.
Do a
20 for
shot.
outnumbering and 10 for aiming.
Do a called shot. If he doesn't have armor in his head, do a called shot to his head.
Well, that's gonna give you a minus 20.
Oh, I have. Yeah, that's not good.
Well, you're getting a plus 20 anyways.
If you hit him,
Yeah, it should be plus 30 or 40 anyway, so it'll drop down.
To a plus what?
I'm just saying, it's just you'll likely get past his.
If you do the called shot, it should do
plus 10 or plus 20, depending on what kind of attack.
Yeah, because we're losing the bonus from the.
All right, called shot it is to the head. What are the bonuses again?
You can take a half action aim and then a regular attack, or you can take an all out attack, which is plus 20, but then you can't dodge or parry.
I'm going to all-out attack to the face.
Okay, so that's plus 20.
Plus 20, and then plus 20 for friends helping, or no?
No, it's just plus 20 at this point.
Plus 20.
Because the called shot eats up the.
Yeah.
Nope.
What did I expected that to happen.
Yeah, that's.
I charge at his head, and then I just miss.
Yeah, you swing for his head, but it's just the weird mask on there, kind of like it scrabbles against it and then just dinks off.
What's the bonus again? 20.
20 for outnumbering.
And 30 for my aim. Let's go.
Oh my god.
We're gonna die. This fucker's gonna kill us all.
One guy just stands here fending off all your blows. It's just straight up.
It's like they're all either all high rolls or all low rolls, eh?
Yeah.
Chain reaction.
Let's go, assassin.
He's like, ow.
Take
another charge.
If you guys just all want to just go, like hopefully somebody kills him. It's comedy at this point.
There we go.
All right, Jace.
There we go. Good job, Jace.
Simon.
He's got like 2 hit points left if you can get through his armor. 14.
Where there is a 14?
Arm, so that's better.
So he doesn't have it on his.
Nope.
So
doesn't have armor.
Does a minimum of 3 kill him or no?
Probably. Would you just give me some
because minimum is 1 and my strength is 2.
Well, right, but I want to see if you get like 40 damage.
5.
There you go.
Yeah, that you almost in the same fashion as before, but much less impressive. You just crack him in the arm, and I guess like parts of the bone in that club or something. It just goes in and just crunches into something important, and he finally just keels over dead.
Arbiter grabs Jace by the shoulder and says, "Please keep that club. The Emperor wants you to have it."
You look at this club, it's like somebody's fucking jaw and like femur bone all like conjoined together. It's just a makeshift club.
Yeah, totally.
Tibbs searches their bodies for throwable explosions or ammo.
I'll check
Yeah,
out.
let's search their bodies.
I'll check out Jace. I'll inspect his wound and see if I can heal him a bit.
At this point in time, it's probably not the time and place for Medicaid.
Yeah.
Again, it's
and if we can clear out the area, or you'll have the tools and stuff once we can get to the medical pod.
Okay.
Let's see. So they have a variety of junk and detritus on them. They've got similar meat hooks and cleavers as you already have.
I want their armor.
The same as a meat hook. You find on him a pistol, but it clearly is not very good. It's more for. It appears to be something that's designed to like kill, a wounded animal. So it's not rifled. It's quite bad. But he has it, but it's quite bad. Mm-hmm. It appears to hold exactly 1 bullet at a time.
Oh boy.
Anything else?
In addition to that, he is wearing a set of. He's got leathers and hives that drape about his body that are quite stinky and horrible, but could provide or afford some small modicum of armor.
Okay, Jace, you can have that one.
I need the armor.
You have armor.
Give me I want to say toughness. Just to put it on. Oh no, it's too stinky. You really don't want to do it.
God damn it!
It is quite horrible. It's congealing now with his bodily fluids that you smashed out of his insides into his outsides,
What?
as well as some of the bodily fluids that he kind of just seems like he just pissed himself a little bit, just by the by. Like it's kind of just something he does.
What ammo does the one chamber pistol that he has used?
It's got its own specific bullets that
I-
are not very. It's, I mean, you can take it, but it's quite bad. Its clip is 1. It's 1d10 plus 2. It's got a 20-meter range. It's inaccurate, unreliable.
Okay,
No.
since we're
Alright, let's just move on to the next one.
before we do, since we're over here, do we see anything past this area?
Oh no, it's alright. It's just junk area.
Okay. So I'm guessing if we can sneak in, we can just push him into the flames and he dies.
Possible.
Yeah, sounds like.
Okay, who has the higher sneak skill? Because Tip has good.
Hey, it would be Octus if Octus wants to do it.
I say no, because Octus will probably fall into the flames.
My silent move is guaranteed for success.
Okay, do you have the strength to push him into the flames?
No. Probably not.
Well, I mean, so like a push or grapple or something there would, in that case, be like a weapon skill check. So.
Okay, I'm guessing that me and Dan, since we're the most high health and our most armored fellow.
I can help you, but I am terrible at moving silently.
But everybody,
it's always Tab.
everybody, how is everybody for time? It's like 12:45 right now. Has anybody got
Still
it?
go.
I'm all good.
Everybody's
I'm still
good?
good. Yeah, I'm good
Yeah.
for that counter.
Probably wrap it up at the top of the hour.
Yep, I think that's a good plan. We'll get where we get, and then we'll resume next time. There's still plenty of places to explore.
Okay.
Are we just bum rushing the the dude again?
We're not gonna bum rush him, so he just starts screaming, hey, look behind him, push him in. Then we're gonna get some distance, try to sneak from behind here and just kill these two, then move on to him.
Alright, so what would you like to do?
I think maybe let me sneak over here, or like over here, and get behind these guys. That way we got one guy, and then you guys get him from the side, in the front, and I'll get him from behind.
Or we're going,
Say,
we're going up to
in
this guy.
terms of like the openness, like once you start moving into like some of this area, it's fairly open sight lines between everything, but the area around the backside you could probably move around without much issue.
Is the crane moving at all right now?
It is, but just by the by, some
Wait.
things are moving around, but nothing particularly interesting. It appears to be semi-automated.
Does Octus have one of his mists conceal?
Yeah, I'm an expert at concealment.
No, sorry, I meant Severus. Keep mixing the names up. So stupid. Severus, doesn't one of your mists conceal?
The mist? Like the
One of your
Megadeth,
little
right?
army thingies.
No,
So
it
I can
flows.
sneak up here, and if I fail, you move it quickly enough, and I push him in.
Just see what the Megadeth, right? Exactly. It does it blows like a big blast of smoke every 15 minutes. Maybe employed in melee combat to distract and choke. Posing a -5 penalty to weapon skill test by all living.
Kind of just like blast a
around.
bunch of smoke into their face.
Yeah.
How about
I was thinking of if we could get me across the north and around, I could probably access the crane and pick something up and drop it on somebody.
Oh.
You could probably, I mean, I would say again, you could almost certainly sneak over there without much issue.
Well, our object is just to get out of here, isn't it?
Yes, but we have to clear elevator 1. You need medical attention. I need medical attention. 2 is the medical thing that Tib and I are familiar with that's normally drop potted into the middle of a warfield. It is a field hospital.
Well,
Do you want to be fixed, Doctus? If you don't want to be fixed, we'll just leave.
Well, calm down, man.
Well, we just need to take out the 2 by the elevator. We don't need to mess with the other guys.
Well, we need to kill this guy, these 2. Then the fellow over here will probably react, get his friends from over here.
So, killing the 2 frees up the elevator. Killing the guy by number 2 gets us access to medical equipment.
Well, technically, since you have a grenade, you can kill this one, throw a grenade over here, do an intimidation roll, 2 of us over here.
Well, I mean,
my thought process is I'm saving the grenade for...
It's a note on the distance here. It's like, if these are the tiny circles, this is going to be like, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This is like 60 or so feet or meters in between the 2 of them. So it's like, 6 times probably your normal throwing distance. Ignore the actual distance because the boxes are much smaller.
Well, we sneak up here, come around over here and just throw a grenade from here. Or
also,
do Octopus plan with the
by the medical pod does have a sniper rifle looking apparatus.
Well, then we use the crane over here to kill these 2 and out.
Whatever you would like to do. Please.
How about use the crane to make a distraction? Severus could lift something up and drop it somewhere, and all those soldiers will go running or something.
Yeah, that's always a possibility.
Well, let's kill this guy first.
You're always wanting to kill there, Tib.
Well, because he has enough cover that no one would see him.
All right, let's take the closest target first, and then we'll sneak around, get a distraction. There's only going to be 5 left. If we have to fight the 5, we can with ranged weapons. We're all more proficient in that, it seems. And then that should be that. Does that make sense?
Why don't you guys wait for me to walk up here, and then you guys can go give them the boot, and then I'll sneak across what's happening.
Okay,
Wait.
so I'll sneak across with Tib.
So right here.
We're sneaking across here, right? And then we're gonna push down. We're gonna move down and push that guy. Are you ready, Tib?
Yes, but let's wait for Octus to do his thing.
Well, where should I go? Should I go behind number 2?
No, you should stay behind because you will die.
Plus, it's gonna be really hard making that stealth distance, given the fact that most of this area that we are actively in now is open.
And Romulus, you should stay by Romulus. Just follow.
Octus could come up north with me and then go around. Right?
Yes, that sounds good.
And then here, whatever you want to do.
So this would be
I don't
Oculus.
want to get rid of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Same. I agree.
How'd you do that?
You just drew this paint thing.
Yeah, on the top left, you have a cursor, and then you have a paintbrush, magnifying glass, ruler.
Yeah. How do you get rid of it? The line down through?
Right click and
if
undo.
you-
Oh, right click.
So can you drop a crane on those 2? Because that would be helpful.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Gotcha.
As well as you guys don't let that other dude call out an alarm.
All right, so Severus, go ahead and make me a tech use, as well as
And
Hermione and Tib do some stealthiness.
And Jace can also have the grenade as a backup distraction too, if it gets out of hand.
Do I get a plus modifier again because it's loud?
I wouldn't. I'm gonna say no, but it's a
Oh my
contested roll, so we'll see how it goes.
All right. Okay.
they've been relatively oblivious up to this point.
Jesus.
But,
that's not a good roll.
That's
I got a 15.
That's 6 DOF.
That's my silent move?
Yep.
Yeah, you needed 15. You got a 72.
Yep, terrible. I made every sound possible, pretty much.
Tib just farts loudly.
Octus is thinking to himself, these guys are nothing without me.
So yeah, as the two of you come your thundering approach up to him, he turns around from his roasting meat on the spit and looks back and is like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, you guys get to roll initiative to see if you manage to go faster than him.
Yep.
Now, can we roll to intimidate him? Like, we pull our... I have, like, quick draw, so we can just hold him up, see if... But then...
Not really. He's not really intimidated. He's very much, a hardened bad guy. And you're charging him, so, he's just like, oh, okay, time to fight.
Oh boy.
I get a 9 as well.
What's your agility bonus?
Wait, no, I didn't get that. That was like Herman. Dang it, he screwed me. He's gonna confuse me. No, I got 5, 6, 7, 8.
You just hit the initiative roll from AG and it does it automatically.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
And then while they're doing that, Severus, did you do your?
No, I wanted to know if I could use my binary chatter when I plug in.
Yeah. Let's see. Is binary chatter just for interacting with servitors, or?
Yeah, it says servers.
Yeah. So not in this
think only
case.
service.
But you do have your, your combi tool, like a dendrite and things. So you do get the +10 from that.
Awesome. Here goes.
Oh, fuck. Wait, does he have a fate point left?
No, I only got 1. So I can't. the
79.
machine spirit it's being resistant to me, and it's just kind of arguing with me, and I'm like, no, let me take over. And it's saying, no.
And like half of the issue is it's less cogitator based, and it's much more mechanical based. So it's just kind of difficult to figure out what all of these different knobs and levers and switches and all that does.
Oh, okay.
There's really not much of a machine spirit to interface with. It's just this nest of festooning out just levers and knobs, where it's like, yeah, that one controls that one and this one controls this one, and you're trying to get a feel for it, but you kind of like, you move one and you're like, which one of these stupid chains did that move?
Okay.
Well, the plan's already falling apart.
Alright, so we've got Jace, we've got Severus, we've got Octus. What are you up to, my friend?
Sneaky, I think.
Oh, I get to go with my initiative? Okay.
No, my question was just, what are you rolled on the initiative, but you're way up there, so
I was trailing behind Severus. So I'm with him.
Where are you at?
So I'm just with him. I'm not doing anything. I'm just staying behind him, watching him do his work. Or trying to do his work. Failing to do his work.
Yeah, so Tib, what's your
Primitive.
Tib rolled a 5, that's an 8. Same as Octus.
I mean, and then Omega, since you're also a high roller and you have technical use, you can also assist Cerberus. If that's something you want to do.
Well, an assist would have pushed that roll to a 72.
Still would have failed.
Still failure.
But next round, we can try again.
It's entirely possible.
I don't have tech.
So,
Well,
As a high roller, we get it as a basic skill.
oh yeah? I didn't put that in there yet.
Jace, what are you gonna do? You see that the two of them have very much been caught out and out.
Right now, I don't want to do anything.
Well, you have a gun. You can still shoot him with.
Let's just completely throw our plan out the window.
Well,
Yeah.
at this point, he sees us and he's gonna
Plan
shoot.
D.
Well, he's gonna shoot after you shoot. So.
Is he holding his gun right now, or is he still holding meat?
He's holding a skewer with some meat that was roasting on it.
Albert roll to distract, maybe.
And like, Tib, I also have a pistol. Like, I'm not at the distance to use a pistol. Right? Because what would this penalty even be?
Technically, you're in
25, so yeah, you're probably just right about in range.
Can you roll to distract?
You could probably do that.
Fuck, and I don't get the full action aim. And a normal aim is just plus 10.
Half action, yeah.
Well,
I mean, theoretically, like, again, it kind of depends on what you wanted to do before this, because up until they, like, did their action, if you were sitting there drawing a bead on him the whole time, you know, theoretically you could have had a full aim.
Yeah, because I'm not wanting to be in melee after getting fucking hit for something.
Yeah, it just, you know, it comes down to if you would be doing that or not.
Don't forget your head is still spurting blood, too.
It's a little...
So plus 20, bumping my ballistics. And then this is 10, okay.
Well,
Okay.
you still distract and try to give him a disadvantage so he doesn't.
Oh, you want a distraction? There's your distraction.
Yeah, so you fire a shot and it skips off of the flame emitter, you know, like it just the heat, the slight heat shimmer. You shoot and you're like, I got him dead to rights. I shot him, but it was just that little bit of heat shimmer from the gas jet that threw the shot off, and it just flies through. So let me roll for the two people in the corner. Okay. All right. So now he is going to, you know, what the hell, and then grab his skewer and charge at Hermione. Why not?
Oh my god, he charges.
Well, they're not the brightest light bulbs in the factory, if I'm going to be totally honest. They're actually pretty stupid.
I wish you knew this beforehand.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna bonk you in the body, which is not too bad. Let's see. 6, 9 damage to the body. On Hermione, so that is primitive. So if you have armor, the armor's doubled against it, and then also subtract from your toughness. So
Okay.
you probably, and then you're also going to need to roll an agility test.
Okay. A parry, maybe?
Yeah, you can certainly try to parry. That would.
His armor value is 4, and he landed at like a.
Yeah, so if your armor's not primitive, your armor value for your body goes up to an 8 minus your toughness. That should cancel out on 9 of the damage.
Yeah. But there is a little,
Wait,
you know, the brand.
How do you know
is
there was
void.
9 damage? I didn't see any of that.
It's a GM roll.
Oh, okay. So 9 damage?
Well, so he hits you for 9 damage, but before the damage is rolled, you can choose to parry the attack, and he is trying to bonk you with a on fire stick, like poker, which is not nice. So you may want to parry it or dodge it. You can do either one.
What is parry? What is dodge?
Parry is weapon skill. Dodge is dodge.
Dodge is agility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's agility based. If you have it trained, then you use your full
I have it
ability.
trained.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're equal. I'll just I'll dodge it. Oh.
Okay, so you don't dodge it. So he does poke you with it. So make another agility check, just flat agility check.
Flat agility check.
Yep.
Yep. Fail.
Okay, yeah. So you take 1d5 fire damage.
1d5 fire damage. Who rolls that?
Doesn't matter to me.
You roll it.
1. You take 1.
One.
You take 1
One
point
damage
of fire
to where?
damage.
Oh, okay.
It's just 1 wound.
Okay.
You can always choose to disarm him.
16. All right.
All right, now it's Tib and Octus, but Tib.
Tibbs going for the charge with the club, since shooting him's out of the options now, and I get like a plus 20 because of a gang up.
You get a plus 10 from the charge, and you get a plus 10 from the 2 to 1.
Luck be a lady tonight. Nope.
Oh,
Not
God.
gonna do it. All right,
Fucking hates me.
Hermione.
Okay. Aim and attack with my knife, and that's it.
Plus 20.
Should you disarm since his weapon's on fire?
I'm just gonna.
But that's your
go
choice.
Oh, dear God.
All right, Jace, back to you.
Oh my God.
Can't we just can't we
Cultists.
Am I within charge distance?
I'm just gonna do
No,
a random
you
roll.
are definitely too far. Because you're right at about 25 or so feet there.
Okay,
Meters.
so how close can I get with a full move?
So full move, it's your full move distance.
So my full move is 6.
So 6.
So I'm trying to figure out where that is in correlation of the map.
It's about a square.
So yeah,
Yeah.
from here, from like that corner, yeah.
Yeah, like the tiny square, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, full move. Alright, he is going to... It's the one for Hermione. He's going to swing now at Tib, who attacked him. Let's see. He rolled a... Nope, missed. And he did an all-out attack, so he's not going to dodge or parry, but he wasn't going to do that anyway. So, Tib, back to you.
It's another 20 again. Finally.
That'll hit.
Plus a B5.
Yeah, it's not quite enough to do much. It just kind of bashes into his leathers and slides off.
What is everything a body hit? And it's
You could do cult hits.
Hermione.
If I put away my does my autogun work at close distance?
No, you can only use pistols in melee.
Okay. Then attack again. With my knife. Plus 20. I'm gonna get the double team skill from now on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
All right.
gosh.
Well, I think we are gonna come back in on this encounter next time with the forever cultist, and just for a quick aside, I'm gonna make a quick perception roll for those two guys, and yeah, this guy, he just needs one more notice what's going on. So he's past 2, so they're about to notice something's up. So yeah, I think that's as good a point as any to end on this endless slog of stabbing cultists to death.
Cursed dice.
In the vault.
Good 13. To know the kill count is Jace is at 3 and Tibbs at 1 server.
Wait, what are the other 2 Jace killed? Oh wait,
but I just killed 2 more. Plus the dog we killed in session 1.
That was a group kill.
That still only counts as 1. But yeah, so that is where we're gonna stop tonight. Fighting our way through Vault 13, trying to take out the last of the slavers.
We should have used our gun.
We'll move away for a little bit.
All right.
Thank you for the session. It was really fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope everybody had fun. I definitely had fun running you guys through it. Yeah, that's Dark Heresy. As you can see, even with the best of bonuses, everybody just stands there, fail. So once you get the hang of, I just want to keep stabbing them. You just see who gets the lucky roll.
Great. Let's call it a night. It's late.
Can anybody hear Omega?
No,
Omega seems to be muted by.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn.
Great. There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. Great time. We get to think about what we're gonna do next on this battle here. Got time to think about it. 2 weeks. So yeah, had a great time. Getting to know this game better, but we keep rolling in the 70s and higher, which is no good.
Yeah.
Which should be good though, but it's not in this game.
Nope. Yeah, that's I mean, again, as we saw, we had 6 people and 1 other person attacking each other, and the 1 person did all the damage and then got immediately gibbed the next round. So it's unforgiving, it's kind of brutal, and occasionally the dice are just mean.
So we're all dreaming to see the sky. Eventually, we'll see the sky. Hopefully, that's our goal. But yeah, and that's it for tonight, everybody. And our next game is Pirate Board coming up Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned for episode 2 of the new game Pirate Board. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.
See you.